Let's see. That should work. And then we could use yours as a... Or yours or the computer as a... Let's make sure that hiss isn't happening.
Yeah, let me see.
Let's see.
Cody's over here doing dishes.
Where's the frickin'... I know I have a do not disturb mode. There it is. There. Do not disturb. We're busy.
And then I have found out from this that Google Chrome doesn't support my Twitch for some reason.
Stupid.
Maybe it does now that I downloaded Twitch Studio.
Right, 'cause, I mean, I think they totally got rid of the desktop app and do it completely through URL now.
I think it's such a good game.
Something along them lines.
Live?
Yeah.
You know how hard I worked on this breakfast? I butchered this hog this morning by myself.
Well, they ain't gonna hear you, Cody. Well, maybe they will.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, I say it must be the phone or something. Just the microphone on it or something.
Yeah.
It could be just water damage, some shit, stupid stuff.
I'm gonna have to check it out too, because even when I was teaching at St. John's, we do like our Jesse Tree thing, like during Christmas time, and they'd had me record one day so I could live stream it, and it was even doing that. Oh, thank you, sir.
Neat.
I don't even care if I'm in the shot or have you guys in the shot.
You got salt.
Huh?
You got salt.
Cool. Cody's always salty.
Oh. So yeah, I need like another little table or some shit.
I know, I'm gonna go steal this hamper again.
Yeah. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. What'd you think there, boy?
Okay.
Cool. You got to move. I love you. That's my seat.
There you go.
Oh, look at that.
Look at it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at it.
And Brandon can edit all this stuff later on. That's all it's good for. So you pour wherever you think, man.
So I am curious.
Butchered this hog by hand this morning.
Butchered it by hand this morning, huh?
Went and picked these eggs from my chicken coop out back.
Okay, yeah. Hi, Mooney.
Planted the
Such a
pepper.
good kitty.
Planted that pepper plant last night. Harvested
Interesting.
this morning. So that's jowl, not vision.
Is what?
It's jowl or joel. Some people pronounce it differently. It kind of stuck together, but it's the same consistency as bacon, but it comes from the jaw of the pig. It's very fatty. But I cook it, I'll just throw it in there, cut up, and let it cook on like medium.
Maybe has a lot of flavors. It's on fat though.
Oh, it's so good. There we go.
Yeah, this shit's like. I was trying to get Chatterboard, everybody's just shoving it all together in that little creator dashboard.
Oh, I know. I hate the creator dashboard on here. It's impossible sometimes to navigate. I also have to make sure I don't.
Boom.
It's bigger. All right. Well, I don't really care if anybody joins, but
beautiful.
Cody made us some breakfast here, so we'll try and eat while we talk here at the same time. What'd you make here for us, Cody? I know you're already talking about it to me.
This is scrambled eggs with some sauteed green peppers and fresh jowl, however you want to call it. It's a cut from the pig's jaw. Same consistency as bacon, just really, really fatty, very flavorful. I butchered the pig this morning.
I'm gonna get carried away. It's pretty good though. I'll have to make sure I'm gonna eat it. I just gotta make sure I talk at the same time.
I'm curious about the meat.
Not real meat. But this is a little different setup than what we're used to. So I apologize for not getting episodes out. I've been wanting to get these guys on for a while, but I've been busy and like I said, I've just been pretty lazy to do it at the same time. But we're gonna try and do this on Twitch for now because I was telling these guys earlier. With this, I can straight upload it to YouTube. I'll still give it to you, Brandon. That way you can edit it and put all the stuff in the background if you want. I don't know how hard it'll be for you with this because I know we have the green screen before. But with this, I can just go talk to anybody. I can bring my phone, or laptop or whatever, and I can just talk to somebody for an hour and then upload it. So figured we'd do it that way. But I have Matt and Cody here of Inner Outlines. They've been gracious enough to come on. So probably be annoying a little bit because we're going to try and eat here and talk at the same time. But we'll talk about some music, get to some other stuff. But I'll just kind of let these guys introduce themselves. Tell a little about themselves, and I'll ask you guys some questions and everything. You guys know Cody. He was on the first episode. He's going to be better this time, I promise. Yeah, maybe.
Sure. Hey, I'm Matt. I sing in Cody's band. We're in a band called Inner Outlines. We've been together, what?
9 years.
9 years. This is our 9th year.
Yep.
And
They haven't been
freaking...
9 years already?
Yeah, straight up.
July of.
June, July.
We tried
It's
to
usually
pinpoint-
the anniversary time. Like, we could say it's today.
Yeah.
Like, today starts our 9th year as a band.
I looked back.
We have official date now. July 1st. Is it July 1st? Yeah, July 1st.
Okay,
It
yeah,
is the first.
that'll be easy.
So we can say July 1st is the official date that they got together.
But if you really want to get down to bracket taxes, I think our first show was like in August or something like that.
Well, you started practicing.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
right,
you started
yeah.
practicing, so you can say that. But I don't know whoever wants to go first. Because like I said, I will ask you some off-the-wall questions. But one thing I did want to ask is how did you, because I know a lot of people are into music, like I'm into music, but I have no talent whatsoever, wise. And I've tried to play instruments before and I just gave up. What made you want to get into music, I guess I would say? And then how did you know that you could do something with it?
Well,
Yeah, and then ask that.
I feel like you have an origin story already.
And I know Cody, like me and you went
I'm
to
like,
school together. I
I
knew
got-
you were in band and stuff, and you played the drums.
My villain origin story.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
villain origin story.
It's your canon event.
I grew up around music. My first memory of music and probably of my mom is my mother was the backup piano player in our church that I grew up in. So I just remember her practicing at home. I remember Saturdays whenever she would clean in the springtime, she'd open
Can
all
you
the
play the
windows
piano?
up. No, heck no.
Oh no.
She was always
Sorry,
playing
Peggy.
like
On this
90s.
one. Sorry, Peggy.
She was always playing like 90s and 2000s country, and so I was just always around music. I started playing drums when I was 10 just because I thought it was cool to do. But when I was about 12 probably, that was the first time that I heard Blink for the first time, and something just clicked, and I became obsessed. Right
So
there.
you just became obsessed. And what I guess then what made you want to start a, I wouldn't say start a band because everybody's in it too.
Yeah.
What made you want to play in a band then? Because I get that was like your fix that made you fixation on it.
I just always wanted to play music and perform music and with other people, in front of people. You know, I don't know. It's just something about the way Travis Barker plays just made me obsessed with it, and I just always wanted to be in a band. So that's my villain.
I don't think I've ever asked you that question, so I can get to know it now. What about you, Matt?
Fair enough. What made me want to start playing music? Well, I say, growing up, I didn't really start getting into. I mean, I sang and did stuff like that as a kid, but never really took it seriously. And
Good.
I say I did a lot of gymnastics growing up.
Oh, you
And
did
then-
gymnastics?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Oh yeah.
You do it for-
I was like
Dude,
competition
I've heard from like
team.
sports wise, it's one of the greatest things you can be in is like gymnastics. It helps you in everything.
Oh, the physical conditioning, like just working out with it. I think a lot of it attributes to why I ended up so fucking short. And got a lot of
Studded his growth.
like a lot of center of gravity type shit, and I ended up getting in a go-kart accident and dislocating my elbow, and now I have like not full range of motion in my left elbow. So doctor was just kind of like, hey, you can still do it, but you're probably not going to get any better than you are now. And I was like, well, that sounds like a waste. So I stopped doing that. And it was about summer of 8th grade or so that my mom had pitched it to me to like start doing musical theater. And they were like,
Oh, so you were in like theater and drama.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
to that.
I'd say all over the place. I did a lot of that through high school. And I remember that summer. It was a summer right before freshman year going to high school and shit. And I did an audition for our town's presentation of High School Musical 2. I was pool boy. I'd like to think pool boy number 1.
Pool boy number 1, yeah.
But yeah, I did that, and with the gymnastics and stuff, I also took dance classes and shit. And I'm the oldest 3 sisters, so I'm just like it just made sense for me to do anyways. But whenever we were doing that, I was just like, okay, like it's a bunch of acting, and like I still get to use the dance stuff, sure, whatever and stuff. But for the audition, they're like, well, you got to sing something. You got to sing something maybe from the show or whatever. And I knew the show, so I was just like, okay, and never really been in that kind of position before, and it was cool. It was fine. Like I could at least carry a tune at that point, and yeah, the friends that I had made through that even told me they're like weren't knowing what to expect, and they were just like, not half bad. Not half bad. So I was just like,
job.
Okay, I found somewhere I kind of fit in here, and then like. I did a bunch of stuff. I've done like High School Musical. I was in Footloose, which I lost like 15 pounds doing Footloose. That was a
they move around everywhere.
Yeah, like that was a real awesome summer. And then like when it started to kind of get close to graduation and stuff, everyone's kind of figuring out what they're wanting to do, and I was like, I did like theater. I liked the acting portion of it, but I didn't like it more than
the actual singing part.
Right, like the actual creation of the musical piece and stuff like that. So eventually I just stopped doing musical theater altogether and just focused solely on like music creation. And from that point, I was in a cover band. I was in one band before this band.
Say, because I was going to be my next question, Lee,
Yeah,
how you
yeah.
guys met. Because I know that you were in a band with Andy before.
He was a prick is how we met.
He's a prick.
So, yeah, I was in a cover band for like maybe my last 2 years of high school, and we had fun with it. And I was the oldest at the time in the band, so whenever I graduated, I decided like, I gotta kind of see if I can't figure out my own thing here. I wanted to try original music.
Well, cover band's a good way to start out too, because you're playing
yeah.
songs you already know and you like, and you can pick what songs you like.
Yeah, and you like start to build a rapport in your hometown and stuff. So that's everybody knew me. It's like, oh, you're in that one.
Oh yeah,
band, that type of shit.
yeah.
And fucking, so whenever I did that, I had quit that band.
I'm listening.
I had graduated, and my graduation present from my parents was actually an audition for The Voice in
Sweet. Did you get to go?
Yeah. Let's say we went to, I want to say we went to Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, Columbus,
So you actually
Ohio.
went in front of, who's on there? It's like Simon, is it Simon Cowell?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not him?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
what was The
American
Voice?
Idol. So The Voice was like Blake Shelton.
Oh, that's the Blake Shelton.
Push the
Yeah.
button and the chair turns around.
Oh, that's that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think who's on
So-
that one. I knew Blake Shelton after you said that.
How that worked was they would bring, because I didn't get to like go up on that stage or anything like that. It was like
Kind of like a back room audition at first. Before
exactly.
That,
So like the way it went is like it was in this bigger, fancier hotel, and I want to say it's Cleveland, Ohio, wherever the
not
Rock
too
and Roll
fancy,
Hall
then.
of Fame is, because I got to see that.
That's
Is
Cleveland.
it Cleveland?
Okay, so they would bring you like this line for people. It wrapped around this entire hotel, went down the street.
So I can
blah,
only
blah,
imagine the amount of people there.
And I say
They,
it was.
thinking they can do something. Some people can do something, but there's probably
Right.
others that can't do
And I
shit.
say it was pretty chill.
No
And
offense. If you're one
they'll
of the people.
bring you in by like groups of 10 into just like some random person who's just like, I'm going to judge you, and nobody from my group made it at all. And I remember asking, I was like, what can I do better? Like, what did I do wrong? I'm 17 and I'm so full of promise. And I know that was something that stuck with me. Was the dude was like, I think I did like a Fall Out Boy song or some shit like that, and they're just like, you sound like Fall Out Boy. I was really looking to like hear what you sound.
Yeah, like, but you don't sound like somebody else.
And I was just like, well, shit. And I remember immediately as soon as I got out of there, I went with my mom and a couple of friends, and they were like, "Oh, we can like go around the city and hang out." No, I was butthurt. I'm like, "We're going home."
Yeah, going home.
We're going fucking home, and then it kind of crosses into this band's story, and I feel like we should like pan here, because he was the initiator of the band.
So I know the first
So,
thing
like,
you said you were a prick.
that's
That was
where-
the very first thing you
Yeah,
said.
so that's where I was before he had hit me up, and it goes from there.
I shot him a message because I was in a metal band with Andy.
That was Skylines, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we tried to get him to join that band, but his mom wouldn't. He was 16. His mom wouldn't let him drive from Jacksonville to Greene County to be in the band. So,
Hey, that's understandable.
so
I get it.
I knew about him, and I shot him a message, and he left me on red for a month. For a month,
It's true.
and I was pulling into.
I was upset. I was gonna give up. I was gonna give up music entirely.
I was pulling into the parking lot of Tinley Park to go to Chicago Warped Tour that year because I couldn't go to the St. Louis date. It was July.
Yep.
I was pulling into
So
the
hey,
parking
July
lot.
1st is a good date then.
Yeah.
With,
Probably damn near close.
Say we heard try here. Try here now. July 1st.
Me and Carney went to the Chicago date, and as we're like walking in the gate to go into Warped Tour, he messaged me back, and I was like, okay, this is a sign. I'm in Warped Tour.
It's a sign, yeah, you're a Warped Tour, and he finally messaged you back
And
after
then,
a month.
what, like 3 days later, you came over?
Something like that. Yeah, I remember talking to my mom about it too, and I was just like, "Hey, somebody hit me up about trying to. I'm gonna go to Carrollton." She's like, "Carrollton? Where the fuck is it?" Whatever. She probably knew where Carrollton was.
Oh no, if you go down like further down south, like Alden and up to Jacksonville, you say like Carrollton or Elder, they say, where the hell are you talking
Some
about?
people don't know,
Yeah,
yeah.
fair
Yeah, they
enough.
don't know, and I don't blame them. It's you blink, you miss it.
But
And so,
yeah, I
he-
remember telling mom, and she was like, fucking a little weirded out at first and shit. And she's just like, "All right, well, you know," I'm like, "I'm 18, you can't stop me."
Yeah.
So
The first time I met his mom, his mom's short too, and his mom just like looks me up and down and goes, "So, you're the drummer boy, huh?"
So you
You're the drummer boy.
should have wore like a drummer boy outfit there. That's what you need to do next time. Get a drummer boy
Drummer
outfit.
boy? What?
Have
Oh,
a
like
rock
from-
Like a
on
drummer
home.
boy.
Oh, the Christmas Carol.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, the Christmas story shit.
Hi, you wanna come up here?
But
I want to pick you up.
yeah, we eventually got together. We we met up at Alfonso's.
Met at Alfonso's, sat
We
there,
had pizza.
had pizza. And
I
kinda
got
just,
I got that key line I usually get when I first meet people. You're a lot shorter than I thought you'd
I'm not
be.
sure.
I'm like,
I will
"That's
say, yeah, I
okay."
am taller than you. No offense.
I
I'm pretty
think you
short,
were
too.
on a moped.
I
too.
was on
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
moped.
the red and white one.
Yep.
Yeah, the red and white one. Zooming around town.
Zooming around.
Sorry, your cat's here.
I-
Whenever
I
he met
really
me at
want a
the
moped.
he met me at the funeral home whenever he. Oh no, you met me at Alfonso when I pulled up next to him. Didn't even get out of his car yet. He like leans out the window. Hey, sick moped, man. He
Hey,
gets
sick
out.
And say,
Okay, so you guys got together, and now I would say you started the band, I guess, per se.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, I guess, this is just me wondering now, what's the next? So I'm trying to word this all in my head. It's got a lot better in my head than it is coming out.
And say, it happened really fast.
So you finally get together, and then how do you get shows at that point, I guess I'm trying to get, and get to
Okay.
where
Yeah.
you start
so-
playing bigger things. I remember you guys playing it's not called the Groovy Taco. What was it called?
It was
Twisted,
the
you have
Twisted
shirt on.
Taco, yeah.
Twisted Taco.
I
I
wore
remember you
mine
playing like
yesterday.
there. I remember you guys playing like smaller shows, like smaller bar areas, and then you get to like the Pops and the bigger St. Louis places.
Well, it all kind of happened really quick. So, like, we initially got together, and then we're like, "Oh, we need to get some other people. Like, it can't just be you and me and stuff." And he ends up getting Andy because they had that project beforehand. And then there was my friend Billy, who, like, my mortal enemy in life and shit.
It's
And I
crazy
was,
as you get older, the ones you hate end up being like the ones you've been friends with.
Right. So like, yeah, I was selling some shirts on Facebook or something, and I think I was selling like a Dead Mouse shirt or something. He was really into like EDM type shit, and he had messaged me and he was like, "Hey, you know, like, I'll take that shirt off you if you want me to." And I'm just like, "Okay, sure." You know, like I'm tired of holding grudges. Freaking like, come on over, yeah, for sure. And we end up shooting the shit for like a while in my mom's driveway, just whatever. And yeah, we just got to the point. It's just like, like I don't know why we ever had beef.
Yeah, just
And
one
it's
little
just like,
tiny
yeah,
thing, and you
it's
finally
like,
talk
me
about
neither,
it, and it's
dude,
not
like,
that big of a fucking deal.
Like, you're all right. No, you're all right. So I gave him the shirt and was just like I don't make my friends pay for shit. Like, just take the shirt, man. And but I had also known that he was a guitar player. He'd been in a couple projects himself, and we had also run in a couple of the same theater crowds back in the day, and I just hit him with it. I was just like, are you doing anything right now, like musically? And he's like, oh, well, I'm working on some solo shit and blah, blah. And I was like, well, we're looking for like,
saying that.
I told him, I was like, I think we're looking for like, because I was playing guitar in the band at the time. And we're like, I think we're looking for another guitar player and a bass player. So like, I was like, I knew you play guitar, so like, would it be cool, like, you come with me to practice, and we just try it out and shit. And yeah, he was looking at me, he's like, you got a bass player? And I was like, oh no, we're looking for one though. Like, he's like, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
And he didn't tell me, I knew nothing about this.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Andy, and he didn't know anything about Billy, and literally the next week, I think it was like a couple days before, we were just like, hey, I'm bringing somebody. It's like, oh, me too, and stuff. And
no, you never even told me you were bringing Billy.
Well, fine.
I don't think
I'm full of surprises.
You're not supposed to get on my laptop.
So like
the way that this kid dressed, I'll never forget the first time I laid eyes on him. It's like, what kind of derelict did you bring to this?
I was just saying, I can imagine.
Bring.
Yeah. I was really getting outside of my own zone too. Like, he wasn't someone I would usually hang out with and shit, but I was like, whatever. Oh no, Luna.
Luna, get down.
He was wearing like
She said, fuck the live stream.
he was
Oh,
wearing
she closed out the whole window.
Luna. He was
So,
wearing like desert camo pants that he rolled up into like shorts.
And he had a
Hey,
walking
with that.
staff.
Yeah.
If
He
I
brought
got a
that
walking
with him.
staff, I'd have a walking staff.
So yeah, we had gotten together. I had previously wrote a couple of original songs, maybe like just like 3 or something, and I would sit down. I was playing them for everybody, and Andy tells me all the time, and like whenever I was playing those songs, he's like, okay, yeah, like I need to be in this band. And like Billy was super gung-ho about just about everything we were doing, so it just kind of fell in our laps, and we started practicing. We got to the point where we'd get together like
Dude, can I turn the air
3 times a week, and freaking
Luna, get out.
on? You can keep going. I was asking Brandon about the audio, and he said there is a hum, and I think it's this. He thinks it's.
Oh, it's my AC
yeah.
unit.
air conditioner. But yeah, no, we just got together. We got to the point where we started getting together like damn near 3 days a week, just kind of prepping, because we were like, we want to play some shows, we want to get something out, we want to write something. And I don't think we really did covers. We just immediately got to work on original music.
Because that was going to be my next question too. Is how I know because you're the singer. And I think Cody's told me before that you guys kind of. It's not all you that does the writing, is it?
It is.
It is. Okay.
Mostly, yeah.
I say like lyrically.
Yeah.
Yeah, lyrically,
Lyrically
it's
follow.
mainly me.
So do you just write? Because I mean, I get like a crazy whim, think that I can write a song. Like just write the lyrics of a song. I couldn't do anything else. Do you just like write a poem or a story, or maybe something that's
It's really
maybe happened in life that's an event maybe you witnessed or like heard about or something?
like
I just didn't know what was with it. Because I've tried to make a poem that could be a song,
right.
and I can get maybe like 3 lines, and that's about it.
Some
And
of
then I
like
lose track.
I have a lot of favorite songs that were first based off of poems
He
and
said
stuff.
that's much better now.
But so
I didn't even think about that.
my
I
process
didn't think it'd be that bad.
is
Go ahead.
freaking. No, you're fine. I'd say my process is it might be a little lazy, but it's kind of cool because like I really kind of just let words come to me.
Yeah, and that's the
you
best.
know?
And that's
And
from like me teaching and
I don't
talking
really-
to people. That's the best thing. Just
Yeah,
let it come.
I
You
don't.
gotta think
I don't
about
really
anything.
plan for anything. I don't really like say, okay, this song's gonna be specifically about this or blah blah blah. I just throughout my days I will. I'm just patient and if
Maybe think of something and write it down.
Exactly. I'll think of something that's just kind of like thought provoking for me, and I'm like, I'm gonna use that. Or like some songs take like 2 years to write. Some songs take an hour. Yeah.
Say, because I've seen stories and watched documentaries of things. Like I watched this one Christian movie. It was a while ago. What's that fucking movie called? I think it's Cody. You'd know it as soon as I said it.
Was it music?
Yeah, it's that Mercy Me band.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it, but I know
I can only imagine.
I have no.
Yeah.
And when he's in there, he wrote the song, and it's about like his dad abused him when he was younger. Then he made up with his dad later on in life. But
Creed?
No, Mercy Me. But he said, like in the documentary, it wasn't him, somebody playing him. He wrote the song in like 20 minutes. And some songs like that he wrote in 20 minutes because it was a life story thing.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're saying, 2 years together.
Yeah. I say.
I said no, it's like kind of like that because, like you said, some songs take 2 years to write, others, and like in that case, it's 20 minutes. But that's something that happened to him personally that he could just keep writing about.
Right, and that's kind of what goes into it too. Like whenever you do relate to your own words so much, you'll get on this freight train of creativity, and it needs to be finished. You need to finish this freaking like. I don't even know. Like I want to say sentence, but it's not a sentence. You know.
Yeah, and it's not just one thing.
It's like a whole thought that you need to have all together and put out there, and like as much as I like to put out music for other people and stuff like that, a majority of lyrics are written about like my personal experience or like what I have experienced through other people and my take on it and shit. So a lot of it really boils down to just like the patience of it and the follow through is like because like I said, you know, sometimes it takes 2 years to write a song. It's Not Safe Here. I held on to that chorus for 2 years before I was even like in the band, and we finally found a way to make it happen, and
we wrote that the day before a show and then played it at the show the next day.
Because then I guess that can lead to another question I just thought of. So when you're writing a song, do you just like, sorry to leave your cut real quick. If let's say this is like your notepad you're writing it on, do you just start here and go, or maybe write the chorus and then maybe like this verse down here and then come back and finish this verse, or do you start at verse 1 and just go?
So I'm fucking terrible. I don't write shit down. I mean, like lately I do now, and like I've learned my lesson.
You just think of stuff, and it's hard to write it down on the spot because you're thinking of something else.
I would say nowadays I'll pop out my video recorder on my phone and I'll hum a little idea that's in my head of like a guitar part or lyrics, things like that. But I'm really stubborn when it comes down to writing a song, because like to me it's almost like setting it in stone. And
once you have it on paper, you think like that's the final version.
Yep, because I hate making scribbles. I hate scratching shit
I
out.
don't blame you there.
And I'm like, most of the time I'm like, I have a for sure idea of what I want to do, and I give myself time to process if it's like the best version of itself that it can be. And whenever I get to the point of writing it down, I have all the lyrics in my head at that point and shit. Like, I think, it's really funny because every song is unique in its own way, and like the process of them being created is unique in its own way. Because like we're gonna go hit the studio at the end of the month. I don't have a first verse.
Just whatever comes up, comes up.
That's it, because like I'll even put myself in that position on purpose sometimes.
Because then it makes you have to think of something. It makes you have to, your brain start thinking.
Reincarnate, I wrote down there. Like I did not have anything at all.
And sometimes those are the best. It doesn't have to be just songs. It can be anything. Sometimes those things like right then and there are the best thing because you're actually thinking about it and you're just really into that, not just this happened,
so
then this happened, then this happened.
Funny enough, like Reincarnate, the sole idea for like they had the whole instrumental. This was around when I think I was living in St. Louis at the time, so I wasn't like able to be around the guys as much as I wanted to be. But they had the instrumental. I was just like, oh my god, we have nothing for the studio, and they're like, yes we do, and I'm like, okay, sure. And but the sole idea for the song Reincarnate was the word reincarnate, and I was just, for some reason that word really just got something in me, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write something based on how this word makes me feel, and it's now one of our best street
It turned out pretty good, yeah.
On the way down to the studio, I remember asking him if he was ready lyrically, because I was just curious, and he goes, oh yeah, song's done. And he got in the booth to start recording. Yeah, I ain't got shit written down, guys.
Because I might have to open that back up. And then Cody, I was going to ask you, because I kind of got the lyric part from him. So let's say he shows up one day to practice and is like, hey, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know what to do? Or like, what do you do next? If he, like, I know he said Matt records some parts in his head, or like, we're on his phone and does that, like, it gives you an idea.
Well,
I know I fucked it up. That's my fault.
let me start his statement for him and say that
He doesn't do anything.
It does. Well, like, so it like takes a lot of freaking trust.
Because I feel like with Cody too, because I know he's done it like when I just start playing, like you start playing something
Mm-hmm.
and you just make up something like in your head or whatever you think sounds good.
I mean, I've never written drums based around lyrics, obviously, but I think whether it's you or Andy or Dylan or Doug, someone will just play a lick in front of me, and then some of us might say, no, that sucks, like put it away, or
Oh yeah, that's coming.
that has happened.
Usually it's me.
Well, and that's what
like,
you have to be. You have to be able to say like, no, it doesn't work.
And then like,
And then-
oh yeah.
And then you have to be able to take it too. Like if it sucks, okay, come up with something else.
Mhm.
Just come up with something else. It's okay. It sucked. It's not that big of a deal.
I think he worded it perfectly. I think it really does come down to trust, because especially now with Andy having a studio and we do demos and everything before we actually go to a studio. How do I word this? I'm repeating myself, but yeah, it does just come down to trust, because now the way that we do it, I'll come back home and just practice on my own, and until I go to record drums, those guys don't even necessarily know what I'm doing or what I'm gonna lay down. And it just that's one of the best things about this band, is those guys have always just trusted me to do my job, which is
And that was
freeing.
that was a majority of perspective. The whole record, like, I did a similar process where like I would tell the guys shit that I had. Like, of course, I was involved in like the instrumental process and like kind of picking and choosing what happens there. But like, all the guys have a really crazy amount of trust in me to have lyrics that are gonna fit the tone of the song and things like that. And we don't do it so much now. I'm a little more expressive about my thoughts and opinions, because
Well, yeah,
like,
because now you don't want to. I don't want to say you don't put out something that's shit, but you don't want to waste your effort and time putting to something that you two don't like versus if Doug and Andy or Dylan like it and not everybody agrees with it.
right. And
You just don't want to waste. And it's a lot of time and effort going into one thing that not everybody's going to agree with.
And like, so doing that, it was like one of Andy's favorite parts too. Though was like whenever we'd be driving to the studio, I still like to the day would not tell them what I had written down, because like lyrically is very personal to me. I'm like, this is me, this is my thought process, sometimes my own experiences, and to just talk about it is a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird,
know?
and it's different when you put it, like, you put it in a song and it's not necessarily, I'm trying to think, something happened, but you can say it how differently. I'm just mumbling my words now. You can say this, but then say something else that's like a metaphor to that. I know what you're getting at. It doesn't come out right in my mouth.
It's a really similar process, because like I don't, like, if someone asks, yes, I'll explain, and like, oh yeah, this song came from a buddy of mine who had an ex-girlfriend that was just like fucking nuts or some shit, or I like to leave it open. I like to not talk about it, because then it leaves it open to interpretation for other people. They tell me what the song means. You know?
Yeah, because everybody has something
And
different.
it's super cool.
Because it may mean something. I may take it one way and it relates to me in a different way, versus if I'll use Cody. If Cody hears it and something relates different to him, and then he can, like you said, open to interpretation for everybody else.
I got one more.
Okay.
I got one more.
I have to tell this story.
So, like, funny enough, like, the big one I get is, like, you know, I hear people like, you know, Reincarnate's such a freaking jam. I use it in the gym, and, like, it really gets me pumped and stuff. And Reincarnate's story for me is coming out of, like, a relationship kind of thing where, like, I was just trying to get over it. And, like, because I know the best fucking line in the entire song, I think personally, is, it was the pain and the torture of closure, when does this end? And I was just like, yeah, like, I just felt in this fucking, this hell loop of fucking shit that I could not break out of, and that was the fucking question. And to, like, also produce it in that, like, scream vocal style was super visceral and real for me. And every time I hear it, I'm just like, yeah, I remember exactly how I felt when I laid that shit down.
And those are the best, that's the best music to me personally, when it actually has like a feeling to it. Because now music, I know Cody, you and I talked about this when I come over, like how this just like mainstream pop music now, to where it's not, it doesn't mean anything. And to where you can hear some songs like, I know, he's got me kind of into country a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of.
These guys are freaking...
What's the fucking guy's name?
Hardy.
No.
Tyler Childers.
No, it's the other guy I told you I listened to.
Zach Bryan. Coulter Wall.
Coulter Wall.
Coulter
Yeah.
Wall.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
like him,
He's
like,
good though.
like
awesome.
His songs, when you listen to his voice, like you can tell there's something there. And those are like, and that's what you're saying with your song. Those are the best songs because it actually means something. Versus these other songs, like you just hear, I'll use the 1077 because it's famous for it.
Mm-hmm.
They play the same song over and over and over, and it's just some person trying to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
Trying to catch from some catchy tune, and they just sing real quick and put some lyrics over it, and they make $1 million off it, so more power to them. But
Yeah.
but it's not. To me, it's not real music.
Like, and it's
Still music. Don't get me wrong.
It's funny because, like, music, whenever you create music, whenever you put out music and stuff, it kind of is a reflection of just, like, where you're at in life and stuff. So a lot of people, like, you know, I'll relate it to freaking LMFAO. Like, fucking sorry for party rock.
Yeah, all doing is fucking partying.
So, yeah, so, like, this whole party thing, but, even on the back burner, it's like, you know, it was cool that they were in a place where they could, like, make music like that got a lot of attention and made people feel like partying and feeling good and stuff. But then I think, on the back end of it, because, yeah, Red Foo and Sky Blue were like an uncle-nephew duo. And then, I can't remember which is which, but
Sky Blue's
one of them.
Red Foo's the skinny one.
I think he's the uncle,
I guess that's
too.
who are you talking about?
I could be wrong.
As soon as I
But,
I know who they are.
like,
but-
I'm sexy and I'm
yeah, I know.
yeah, they're
So-
no, they're not. I don't think they're uncle and nephew.
Red Foo's like one of their names.
Red Foo
Yeah,
and
that's
Sky
their
Blue.
name.
Oh, that's the actual
Well,
name of the guy.
yeah.
It's either Sky. One of them, their uncle is.
It's Red Foo with the big ass fro.
Okay.
Like Bruce Lee, like
Who's
that.
a fan?
Yeah.
He's on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air because that's how I remember seeing him the first time. He's like a record person.
On the reboot of it.
No, it's the old, like the 90s
like
version.
a disc jockey.
No, he's like some big record label guy, and that is his,
Okay.
that's Red Foo or Sky Blue's uncle.
Yeah.
That's who it is.
Okay.
I can't. I'm gonna have to look up his name real quick.
I read something that was like one of them
LMFAO.
took some of the songs that they did together and went and toured on them like by himself.
That's
like
his.
one of them didn't go, and like there was a little bit of a butthurt thing there, and or
Oh,
whatever
right,
happened. I don't want to assume, but you know, LMFAO stopped and stuff, and it's just like, but that's so opposite to what their songs were doing for other people,
Yeah.
and shit. It was really bringing people
It's all about
together.
positivity and loving each other.
Mhm.
Well,
Music can be a double-edged sword.
It says they are, but I'm trying to look up. You're right about the uncle and nephew thing. I'm trying to figure out who this
Okay,
is,
cool. I was gonna say, I was like, I hope I'm not pulling that out of my ass.
Red Foo. Okay, the son. Red Foo is the youngest son of Motown Records founder Barry Gordy. That's what it is.
Oh, sorry.
And it's crazy too, because I'm not saying those guys didn't have any talent, because they did have talent.
Party rocking dad.
But then it's kind of in the music industry. I don't want to say it's all about who you know, but sometimes it is all about who you know.
Oh,
There's
wow.
pieces of it,
Because
for
like,
sure.
cause like them, I'm not saying they didn't have any talent, because they did have talent still, because they created music. But it helped
Yeah, they
out
made a
quite a bit that
show,
your dad's
you know?
a big record label guy.
Yeah.
And he can just say, hey, check this out to 1,000 people. Hey, look at this, look at this, look at this.
And
Versus someone like you guys who, I'm not saying no offense to you guys, but your dad or mom or uncle isn't very Gordy.
Right.
You have to work.
Exactly.
You have to keep working for it and put more and more and more out. Versus they can take one song or two songs. So here you go.
And I think
make
that really helps with like who you meet along the way too. It's like a lot of our close knit relationships with other bands, other acts and stuff are people who are just like us. Like they're just coming from the ground up and know what it takes to like even keep something like this alive. Hell, you know, like I said, we're in 9 years and there's maybe 2-3 bands I can think of off the top of my head who are still around from when we first started. Everybody else has either split off, done other things, or just gave up entirely. Which is like, you know, everybody's got their own lives and like things happen.
Things happen, come up. You got to do something, and you got to do what you got to do.
I'd be lying if there was I'd say I'd be lying if I said there was not a time where I thought, well, what could I be doing if I wasn't trying to pursue this and shit. And it could be a cozy life. I could go get just a factory job, work there for 7 years, get a 401k, be chill, you know, do something like that. But in my head, I'm just like, life's too short, and you can always do that. If I'm 40 years old at some point and it doesn't work out or whatever, I can always just go find a job for 7 years, go get my retirement and just like chill and whatever. I won't mind doing that if I have to do that.
And then you can say you tried.
Yep.
Rather than you get 40, 45 and you're like, wow, I gave that up when I was 25, 24.
Then you're left with the what if.
Yeah, and then what could have happened? What if we would have done this? What if we would have done this? And you
And a
think
lot
of
of
this
it-
and this and this and this.
Like a lot of it is passion. I will say a good percentage of it is spite. Like I keep going for the people who said I wouldn't. And shit,
Oh yeah, just
you know.
I've talked about this with Brandon. I don't really.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention names, but I know there's
Fair
people
enough.
out there that
Want to see you fail.
They want to see me fail just because they don't like me for whatever reason. If you don't like me, I really don't.
Because they're not
shit.
doing shit.
Yeah, and then that's all they care about. Because we were looking at our YouTube like likes and dislikes, and like one, if you don't like our videos, I don't give a shit. But if you want to dislike it, go ahead. But I know I told them there's people out there, and I'll tell it to the camera right now. If they're going to listen to this and they want to say something afterwards, then you know who I'm talking about. Then if the shoe fits, the shoe fits. If it does, yeah, that's what it is. And if you're one of those, I don't know, I'm just telling you that if you want to see me fail, then because you don't like me, then you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry to tell you.
Or
I hope you fail on anything.
you switch the tone. Talk about what you want to do, and let's make it happen.
Yeah. I hope to see you succeed. I never wish you failed, but there's some people out there like that. But anyway, I told him, I said, there's people out there that dislike our videos just because they don't like me. And I said, those people, they have nothing better to do.
Right.
And I've got to the point now in my life
Well,
I don't care about those people.
And
I told him, I said, I don't care about those people anymore.
And I love the response. Well, I don't care about what you're doing. Well, you care enough to have a
Yeah,
negative opinion.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, you have enough time throughout your day to watch the video, look it up, and then hit the dislike button.
Well,
Yeah.
So I'm living in your head rent free.
And
one of the
thing that
most disliked videos on YouTube, Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber.
Baby.
But guess what? Those people that disliked it, they had to go look it up, and they gave him a view for it.
And look where he's at now.
Yeah.
You know.
And one thing that and I don't mean this in a negative way towards where
Brandon,
we
you can
live.
take that out if you want when you record this. I know I'm live, but
Don't do it.
But
I don't care if you do.
I mean,
It's real shit.
Obviously, like where we're from is like it's dominated by agriculture. It's like the kind of music we play isn't.
It's not for the. I won't say the community, but it doesn't fit the
place of vibe
Yeah.
where we're from, and I get that. And the thing that always makes me chuckle is people will go out of their way to tell me, "I don't like the kind of music you make."
Dude, you don't have to.
Okay, that's fine.
Hey, you don't
Like,
have to. There's
no one's holding a gun to your head and making you listen to my band.
there's
like, don't listen to it.
7,999,999,999 other people in this world.
Yeah.
Then just because you don't like it, that's
Aren't you the one in that
okay.
band? Yeah, I checked it out. Not my thing. Then don't listen to it.
Glad you checked it out. Sorry you didn't like
Yeah,
it.
I mean, yeah, thank you for checking it out.
What
but-
kind of music do you like? Maybe we can try something like that.
Yeah.
And if you,
And then I'm like, no.
yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Or if they say like, oh yeah, I only listen to country and like 80s rock. Well, then
how bland
keep
of
listening
you.
to it.
You
Keep
know,
listening to
how
it.
bland of you.
Keep listening to it. You don't have to like the music. I don't know. Brandon and I have had that conversation about
It's just
everything.
like, oh yeah, I only get French vanilla from Starbucks.
Yeah, if you get mocha, I hate you.
Yeah, yeah. If you
Fucking
get mocha,
cares?
I just think your taste is fucking awful.
My other favorite thing is you guys do that. You guys are like that screamo metal. Like,
I know.
we're not
No,
a metal
that's
band.
one of
I've
my
only
biggest pet
I've only
peeves.
heard you because that's what it was.
We have our heavy moments, don't get me wrong,
Leanne's-
but we're not a metal band.
Right.
Leanne shared. I don't remember what song it was. She shared. What's the one that you just came out with?
There's Miracle, there's Undone, there's Would You Even Believe Me? There's
Undone. That's the
yeah,
one. She shared that one with her sister because Ashley said before, and I told you this. Ashley said, "Sorry, Ashley, if you listen." She said that your band's kind of too rah rah, and I get it. It's not. I get it from her standpoint because she listens to that different kind of music, but like you said, you're not super rah rah versus these other bands that I know that are like. I can't do it, but they sit there and they scream every
Like
single
Lorna Shore.
time.
Yeah, you
like
can't
that.
fucking win, dude. Especially in like, funny enough, our like sonic position here. We're too light for the heavy guys,
And then too heavy.
and we're
for the-
too heavy for the
light
light guys. So we're like right in the fucking
Well,
middle.
that's the good thing about like creating your own content, like with music, with this, with anything. You know, not everybody has to like it, and you don't care. Like you were going, I don't care if you don't like it. There's going to be people out there that do like it, and those are the people I like.
So,
not
like-
but those I want people to please.
In any kind of creation, a lot of people, like anyone who gives advice out there, there's sometimes they like to be like, oh, you need to like find a niche. You need to, like, no, that's ridiculous. You're telling people that they need to put themselves in a box. Like, don't do that. Like, your niche is you. Like, what you're interested in. The entertainment value is you. And if people like you, you are their niche. You know? It just makes sense.
Because Brandon and I have talked about kind of not dedicating the channel to one thing like you're talking about, but like you said, your own, whatever that word, I'm not good with English.
Niche.
But like, I don't like that
It's
because
like
then...
quiche, but no egg.
But you're making someone something they're not. Because for example, like, I don't know, I'll use like science. I really like science, but I'm not gonna specifically make my thing about science
Right.
and those things. Because I don't know everything about science, and I don't really care to know everything about science.
Right, like
I like the things I like.
You're not gonna try and be the next Bill Nye.
Yeah, I like this. I like to talk about those things for a second, and if I want to look it up, I'll go look it up. But then if I want to go talk about music, I want to talk about music. I want to talk about video games. I want to talk about video games. TV, whatever.
And that's something we need to kind of break out of ourselves too. Like we took ourselves we started off really goofy, having fun stuff, and then we kind of like started getting really serious about like just our presentation and shit. And now it's kind of falling back into a place where it's like, well, the goofy shit was working even better. So like, yeah, not being ashamed to just like be yourself, put whatever out there. Like, so what if we have a band page and I happen to talk about a video game? Cody does Fresh Pots and talks about a multitude of topics and shit. But like, it's really the only thing holding yourself back is yourself. And like the fear of judgment, fear of like being like, well, you're not making any sense. Who cares? Like,
Yeah,
people aren't looking on their phones to make sense. They're looking for just like entertainment value and distraction
and
from
if
like
people
the struggles we all put up with.
If people are gonna go through something and look, like let's say I'm scrolling through here, and I see like your Fresh Pots thing, and they go, well, that's fucking stupid. Who cares? Why does it matter?
Yeah.
It's not going to affect your daily
mama.
life. And that's the thing that bugs me is people have everybody can have an opinion on everything, I get it. But there's some things people care about that it's not going to affect your life, so who fucking cares? Why does it matter that much?
Why are
to
you wasting your time and energy about something that doesn't affect you?
Yeah, or they go and talk about something that happened like this, and this, like, oh, did you know they did this, and this?
Mm-hmm.
Who fucking cares? I didn't say, like, me coming over here didn't affect this person's life over here. It didn't make them have to move out of their house. I don't think they really give a shit.
Yet. I didn't have no knuckle cracks. Will you edit in some knuckle cracks for me?
And I love how your content, like you're not just sticking to one thing, like whether it's the podcast or now Twitch and now like just the reels or the TikToks or the vlogs, like that.
And I know
that
that's...
bag's turned out so much fun. We got our clocks clocked.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
And I know it's hard when I'm just all over the place and anybody's all over the place. But like you said, you don't want to... You can't be locked down to one thing
I think
because
that keeps
someone
it
wants you to.
interesting.
Yeah. And I know it's hard to fit into like a community or a topic area because you may have only one video with like the bags thing we did in the vlog, which people may want more of those things in the bag community, but it's not something I really
bag
want. Yeah, the bag community.
Oh, dude, it's a thing, dude.
Oh, yeah,
I know it is. I just
then
love hearing it.
They want more videos about that, but I can't go do that all the time because I want to play video games and make videos about that. I want to make a video about a podcast. I want to do this. And then they want more of that, more of this, more of that. And it's just, it turns into can't please everybody.
Just
Right.
keep doing it all.
My high school quote is from Bill Cosby, but in the yearbook. But it says, I don't know, what is it? I don't know the key. It's either the key to happiness or the key to success, but I know it's not pleasing everybody. And that's what it was.
What was your senior quote?
My senior quote was from me. I said, I missed 147 days of school my senior year. You can do it too. Still graduated, still made it out. It was totally fine.
Is Travis still in here?
Who?
Travis Smith, T-Bone?
Yeah.
T-Bone, if you watch this, your senior quote is one of the best ones I've ever heard. It is, one dead monkey won't stop the circus.
Oh no! No! We're at least canceling a day though. Monkey funeral.
As soon as I read that in the yearbook, it made me laugh so hard because I didn't know he did it until I saw it come out.
Mine was a quote from a Plus 44 song. Mine was the past is only the future with the lights on.
That's a good one too. I forgot about that lyric.
Brent Schnekoki's was keep 'em coming.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
One.
I think there was one. I think it was Holly's. Holly's was cashing. What was it? Cash and check and breaking necks or something. It was either hers or Bailey's. One of the two.
Yeah.
It was one of the two like that. That was another good one. I wish I'd had a different senior quote now, but because it's Bill Cosby. But
We had like these senior squares that like it was like this brick wall in the school.
oh no, we did it to art. I wasn't in art, but they did that.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta
like
paint
every senior got to like put something up for a block and stuff. I don't think they're supposed to mail it to you after 4 years whenever it
Let's
cycles.
go to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, where Matt's fucking
Yeah.
brick.
Where's my brick? That's okay.
Get him his brick.
I don't give a shit. You kind of fired some good teachers, so like, that's on you. And say, but no, it's funny. Funny enough, I'm a lyricist in a band, and I damn near failed English to flunk high school.
That's okay. English was my worst fucking
And say,
subject.
because it wasn't a
Science.
matter
I
of
hated
like
English.
just like it being hard. It was just a matter of me not fucking caring.
Well,
like
that's
I
the
just
thing,
did
too.
not want to do it.
Because I used to be a teacher too, so like junior high English and younger English, I get because you're teaching about like the basics of grammar, the basics of sentencing structure and everything. But once you get to high school, English is about reading a book and
Writing a report.
writing a report on everything,
Yeah.
which that's good. You gotta go learn.
Comprehension.
Yeah, that's good. But some of the shit's just so fucking boring and so like I don't give a shit about it. Like in high school, like I cared about. I really wish I'd read the books in high school. Sorry, Miss Robbins, if you ever watch this, or Caldwell, my neighbor, if you ever watch this. Really, the only book I read out of all of them,
I read of Mice and Men in Caldwell's class.
we read Huckleberry Finn. I read that one all the way through because I had to do a report on it.
Good story though.
And then, yeah, I wish I would have read it all the way through and paid attention.
It is great.
And then the other one, I only read half. I started paying attention about midway through the book. Was in my senior year we read In Cold Blood.
I don't think I've heard of that.
You gotta look at it. It's a movie too. It's about happening like the 50s or 60s. Caldwell, if you watch this, you're gonna be so proud of me that I remember this. It's In Cold Blood. These guys' names were Dick and Perry. What's the fucking author? Is Trevor Hoffman an actor? No, Trevor Hoffman's a baseball player.
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. He's the actor that played the writer for the story, because the writer's a big guy.
Truman Capote.
Truman Capote, that's what it is. I only know Capote
Is
this
this
one.
book covered? I feel like
They made a movie out of this.
Oh, no, that's...
Capote.
They
That's
made
Capote the
well, no,
movie.
it's about Capote. The movie is about this.
Okay,
it's about
okay.
him going because what it is. Yeah, I'll start. Dick and Perry, they get this hunch, and they hear from they're like bank robbers or whatever, and like robbing people. They hear that this family out in Kansas or Nebraska or something has all this money, blah 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 blah. So they sneak into the house one night. I can't remember exactly what they do, but they kill the whole family, and Out of the two,
Nice.
Dick is the one that Capote takes a liking to because he's very, very smart and he's very articulate with things. And then Perry's, it's either one or the other, but I think it's Dick. And Perry's kind of just a loose cannon. Because I remember I think it's in the book, they end up taking the husband downstairs, shooting him or something. Dick went downstairs to take care of the husband, and then Perry was going to go upstairs and take care of the wife, and then Perry was going to do stuff with the wife. And then Dick came up there and found out, and Dick made him stop. And so they ended up just killing him.
Fair enough.
And then they kill him wherever they get arrested, and then the story is like them in jail and Capote coming and seeing them, interviewing them, and then they eventually get hanged and died. But and then, it's a pretty cool story.
What time period is this set in?
I think it's the 50s or 60s.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Nice.
And I wish I would have read that book all the way through because I started paying attention towards the end,
Right.
like about midway through, and it was pretty good.
Like, hold up.
And I remember I did pay attention a little bit in Animal Farm. I wish I would have read all the way.
I do know the story of Animal Farm. I never read it myself, though.
It's a pretty cool story. I like that one.
I did. My last book I ever read in school was a book called The Mayor of Casterbridge. And it was like this.
I don't think I ever heard that.
And say it's like this British story where there's this man who's a terrible drunk. At the very beginning, he's got a wife and a daughter, and just one day they're at port and stuff, and he's just sloshed, whatever. And there's a sailor who ends up taking his wife and kid just on the boat at port, and they just sail off and leaves him behind. And then it's it time skips to 21 years later or something like that. And I guess since that day he sobered up, did not whatever, and he was actually the mayor of Casterbridge. And then time skip 21 years later, his daughter comes back looking for him, and it takes a long time for them to figure out who each other are, but then there are other people who figure it out before they do. Some people trying to make it happen, some people trying to make it not happen and shit. And it's just a very interesting story.
Book.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with me is even now, this is I told you outside, I think I need medicated for stuff like that. I can't read a book. It's just too boring.
I get you.
I get halfway through a page and I'm like, okay, I'm fucking done with this. It probably be a great story, but I'm done reading.
Y'all ever
Like
read
too
Cat in the
much.
Hat?
The what?
Y'all ever read Cat in the Hat?
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fancy.
I got to go read that to kids a couple months ago for some reading program that I somehow got roped into, and it was a blast.
Yeah, for life changing.
I remember reading, what else did we read in high school? I was better at short poems, like the Story West, because they weren't very long.
Some Robert Frost type shit.
I do remember it was either him or Poe that wrote A Rose for Emily.
I couldn't tell you honestly.
Because I think that's a story called, well, you'll like this one too, that I remember this one. It was senior year, we were reading A Rose for Emily, and it was only that big. It was thick a thing. And it was basically this guy in an old house that had wooden baseboards and everything. And then all of a sudden, I think it stunk in the house really bad. And this guy was missing his wife or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, a rose ended up coming out through the baseboards, up from under the baseboards. And then what turned out being he either killed her and buried her under the house, where she ended up dying under something like that, where she was dead under the house the entire time. It was a pretty good story. I remember reading freshman year. I didn't read it. I watched the movie. What is
See,
it?
it's that's one of those things that's just that could be a song.
Oh yeah.
The Curse of a Musician. That's what it really
Lord of
turns
the Flies.
into.
That's what I.
Yes.
I watched. I didn't read the
what
book, but I watched the
crazy
movie.
Fucking
Fuck
story.
Piggy.
Yeah.
Fuck Piggy.
Everyone says fuck Piggy.
Well, fuck the parents. Those are the piece of piece of shit.
That too, yeah. Fucking. But no, that's
So you're
really what
making
it turns
coffee.
into. Whenever you
Got chocolate milk stick.
you'll take anything you can out of real life and try and turn it into some sort of creative thing, music, movies, art, or whatever. And that's the debate. Is you know, it's like, oh, you're so talented, you can sing, you can write music and stuff. No, it's a curse. You know, it's either, it really depends on the moment, but it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, because you have your good moments and then you have a lot of bad moments too.
Because it's just like, oh God, I understand way too much about the fucked up shit that's happened to me, but at least I made something pretty out of it, you know? And that's kind of like the rose, you know? There's something pretty at the end of something so terrible.
Yeah, it just ends up being a dead body, but yeah, ends up, like you said, the rose is just a pretty... You didn't hear that story, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. I think what else we read. I did read To Kill a Mockingbird. I know that's a controversial one, but I loved it too.
Yeah, great story.
As I was listening to you guys describe these books, I was like, that's some messed up stuff going on there, man.
Oh yeah. If you read Robert Frost or anything like Poe-wise, it's pretty fucked up.
And I took the road less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
I know people said they read Mice and... Caldwell never made us read Mice and Men.
We read that our senior
Or Catcher in the Rye. We never read it.
Well, there's so many movies that like reference of Mice and Men. It's like you almost don't have to.
Isn't that the one with the dumb guy?
Lenny?
I don't call him dumb.
Lenny.
Yeah.
It's someone with a hammer.
Just look at the flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just look at the flowers.
Tender Rabbits, George.
Yep.
Because I remember he's playing with like a puppy or something and accidentally kills it, didn't he? He doesn't mean to. He's just playing with it.
Yeah, because but he's so big and
again.
so strong, and like the farmer's daughter.
Good.
He actually like he's trying to get her to be quiet, and he's like, I forget what his actual. I don't think it ever says like what his condition is.
Isn't it Leonard?
Leonard, yeah.
Because I always hear Andrew saying, "No, Danny, something like that.
Yeah. Like he basically has like the mind of like a 3-year-old, and he ends up like killing the farmer's daughter by accident.
So I remember like Brandon always tell me the story. It's like everything was on accident. He never meant to do anything.
Yeah.
But who knows, you know?
Yeah, you never know.
Some people think it's for the greater good, and then some people think of it as like just what? It's just horrible.
Oh yeah, it's horrible no matter what. But like I don't know, I understand the greater good side too.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed people, and it's not his fault. But and that's where the fine line of everything lies, and it's hard who gets to make the decisions on things.
Mm-hmm. And that's just why that's why art in all forms is so good to be open to interpretation and stuff. Some people might have a really fucked up interpretation of some shit, but rather to know than to not.
Yeah, rather than think of something, rather than not think of anything at all.
Like, because like, how many pieces of art do we go without because people were told that's wrong, or like, that sucks, you know, that type of shit. Also, total side subject. I was watching Modern Family the other day.
I don't think I've ever seen Modern Family.
It's great. You should watch it. I heard that if you put a little bit of salt in your chocolate milk, it makes it taste better.
I can see that. You never had like salt? I mean, Liam bought it last night, but like salted caramel truffles or whatever.
No.
That honestly, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, just like salt and chocolate together.
I don't
like salt. I don't like salt and chocolate together.
Maybe like
I tried
a pinch.
it. Yeah, it's not much. It's just enough to like coat it.
I mean, like
I did.
that was barely anything. Hang on.
Because it'd be just like eating a.
You got a Salt Bay. There. Okay.
This is gonna taste horrible.
Well, it's just gonna be like the salted caramel truffle.
Yeah,
thing.
make sure you stir it a good bit.
I personally don't like it, so I wouldn't try it. Just gonna hammer it down.
He loves it.
He must not like it.
Does it do anything?
It didn't really taste any different.
Maybe we need more salt.
Yeah, I might need more salt.
Or more milk.
You probably have enough where you can almost feel the salt grain. You might need like big kosher salt.
Right. Oh, that could be it too. Yeah. Modern Family are a bunch of rich family. That's what I'm saying. It's not a Modern Family. Okay, they got some crazy fucking houses and shit.
Is that the black family one?
No, I think that's
that
Blackish you're thinking of.
Oh no, there's one.
No, it's got
Or am I thinking like it's like a 2000? I'm thinking of maybe a 2000 sitcom that's like a family type, but it's a.
It is so it's got.
It's like Tracy Morgan in it, isn't it?
No, that I don't know.
It's not Tracy Morgan. It's
30 Rock. But
oh damn, it's not
the guy from Kangaroo Jack.
No, I get Tracy Morgan and this guy confused.
Kevin Hart.
No, not Kevin Hart. Tracy Morgan and
I don't know. All I'm seeing is Tracy Morgan.
Damn it! I'll think of it.
This one's got Sophia
Delgara.
No,
I think I've
whatever
seen it
her
on
name-
TikTok,
It starts
maybe.
with a V, but I can never pronounce it right.
Okay.
Villagrana?
Sophia Delgara.
No, I swear to God, it starts with a V. Just look at Modern Family cast. I swear.
American sitcom.
Better get some yard work out there, lady.
Let's
It's
see.
gonna rain today.
Because I
Shoot.
want to say Villasenor, but that's somebody on SNL.
What am I thinking of? It's gonna bug me that I'm not thinking of that show.
There she is.
Sophia Vergara.
Vergara. Okay,
Vergara.
so it's a mixture.
Yeah, and then
What's
Ed
going on
O'Neill.
here? Ed O'Neill, yeah, he's fantastic in it.
I loved him in the Little Giants.
Oh, yeah, Fred
the same.
Willard is in it, isn't he?
Adam Devine's in it.
Yeah, he's
It's not Tyler
a
Perry.
type of
Ty Burrell.
love interest in it. To the girl who looks like Mila Kunis but isn't Mila Kunis.
So there's Kevin Hart.
Not sure.
No, it's not him. It's trying to tell me that it's the Tracy Morgan show. Not Tracy Morgan. God damn it! What's his name? I just said it. Tyler Perry. It's not.
Tyler
It's
Perry?
not Tyler Perry.
I see.
I'll figure it out. Do you want to take a break so I can go do something?
Yeah.
Cool by me.
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to.
Hey, we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. I'm just gonna hit. I know there is a "We'll be right back" button.
Yeah, in there. Go for it.
So
You need Stream Manager? Maybe.
maybe it's that one. I know there is one that you can hit
Is
that
there one in here?
because I hit it on my phone earlier. If not, it's no big deal. I just know we can hit a thing that says "Be right back."
Yeah, what the fuck? I want that. Give me the power. Hide chat? What? Have you just been hiding chat this whole time? No. Show chat. Stream info? No. Why? Why can't I?
Fuck it.
You know what?
We'll just say we'll be right back. And if
No
they can
changes.
figure it out. We'll just be right back. We're gonna head outside for a second.
Yeah, BRB.
There is a button that says we'll be right back, but we can't find it.
Look at the eggs I didn't eat. Cody's got a couch looking at his bed like he likes people to watch him
Yeah.
sleep.
I can't get rid of that couch, dude.
If I had more space, I would take it.
So mom and dad bought that used in the 80s when they lived in Germany,
I remember you saying
and they brought it back over here with them.
Let's say you can't get rid of it.
It's to me, it's kind of like a family heirloom.
Yeah.
somewhat.
Have a thing, Cody. Yep. Hold on.
The thing.
Yeah. I don't really care. People know I say that.
Yeah, it's one thing to
Hi, Bullet.
smoke on camera, and it's another to talk about it. Yeah. It's not that big.
What you doing there, boy?
Some of the audio mixes they come with TikTok are amazing.
Oh yeah. I know, and that's a lot of the debate behind like AI covers
Hey, we're back.
and stuff.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with a lot of the AI stuff, because you can pretty much do anything and everything with that.
Hey, we're back.
Now I'll make you coffee. I'll be there in like 20 seconds.
Fair
Now we
enough.
gotta wait on Cody.
Imagine that. I was gonna say.
Classic.
So no, like you're gonna start doing freaking video game content and shit too.
I think so. I'm gonna try.
Dude, like I said, hit me up.
I want
I'll
to do.
fucking come party up. It'd be fun. You get down on any Diablo?
No, I thought about it.
It is fun.
I get that.
I say I just got a fucking. I got Fortnite all re-downloaded. I've got a Vegeta skin from Dragon Ball Z and shit.
There's one I'm so tempted to buy. Spend money on V-Bucks on it. There's a John Cena.
Oh yeah. Hell. Did you see that? They said that in some countries they're raising the price of V-Bucks because of inflation.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Exactly. It doesn't make
Because it's
any
all
fucking
going to the
sense.
same corporation.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be fucking like $1 equals like what 100 V-Bucks or some shit. Some stupid joke like that.
Oh, this is Cody doing that.
Let's see. Cody, do you have like an extension cord or some shit?
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Don't lie, Cody.
Phil's or whatever, but it'll be alright. He'll forgive me.
What do you need, bud?
He's plugging his phone in.
I say, yeah, I'm at 20%. Just make sure we keep that shit going. God damn it.
So while Matt's getting that going, I know I did want to talk about your show real quick. So you got an upcoming show. Hopefully this gets uploaded. I'm assuming it will.
Yeah.
I'm trying to upload this before your guys' show. But you have a show next. No, not next.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks.
We are in Kansas City at the Rhino with our buddies in Silerin and how do you pronounce that? The other band that's playing the show with us?
Guys of Arcadia.
Guys of Arcadia. We've never met those guys, but I'm super excited to check them out.
Those guys of
those
Arcadia.
guys.
Those guys, yeah.
Silerin used to be a band called Parvenu. We actually went on a tour with them back in 2020. And they're still real good friends of ours. Their drummer Alec is a monster. I can't wait to play with them again. And then the very next night we're gonna be in St. Peter's at Diamond Music Hall with Outrun the Fall.
Okay,
who
I'm just gonna.
we've been playing shows with.
I guess
them
they move wherever you want. I don't care if I'm.
We've been playing shows with them for almost the whole time we've been a band. Our buddies in No Wake, they're from Hannibal. Who else is on that show?
Let's see. You said Outrun the Fall, No Wake. There's Willem DeFriend.
Willem
Willem,
DeFriend.
that's a good
yeah.
name.
Yeah, the band.
And it's actually a barbecue show too. Like if you buy pre-sale tickets, they're doing barbecue before the show.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got a little sponsor there.
And then July 22nd, we're gonna be actually at Overtime Bar and Grill in Greenfield.
Ooh, that'd be a good one too.
And I forget what the name of the league is, but there's wrestling matches during the day that day. Like they're set up a ring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Like-
Why have I not heard about this?
Legit wrestling.
Yeah.
Why have I not heard about this?
Show up.
Am I gonna? This is an open challenge. Whoever they will come.
Honestly, they might let you up.
Dude, that'd be so funny. I wish you. Oh, please come and do that, please.
I'm coming out with fucking Roman
I
Reigns.
think-
Get on the top rope.
I think the matches. That one's the 22nd, and I think the matches start at 4. Let's say, yeah, I had to scoot the phone a little bit. Hello. Shut window curtain.
Who said that? Oh, Leanne. Why, Leanne? It's gonna be dark. It's darker and shit when we do that.
Golden glow, or not so much golden. It's kind of cloudy out.
Too bright.
I'd
Well,
say
that's about it.
that's pretty good.
That's about all we
I'd
can
say
do.
that's good.
That's better.
Yeah,
Because that absolutely
there we
too
go.
dark. You look like God. I am.
Well, he's got the belts on now, so
But we talked about that. I do want to do a draft You guys talked about that outside.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we will do a. I'm getting my notes out so I can remember which one's which. Because then if I send this to Brandon, you can edit it. We'll do a top 5 music band. I guess music band, or it could be a person.
Artists
of all time.
of all time.
Yeah,
Jesus.
all time. Your favorite. It doesn't have to be like best in terms of everybody else.
Oh,
just
man.
yours.
Okay.
So we'll do top 5 band or artist of all time. And I don't have to go first because you won't have mine. Whoever wants to go first.
Go ahead, Matt.
How many were we doing?
We'll do 5.
Like 5 each?
Yeah, 5 each.
Like a
Okay,
draft,
okay. Well, if I'm just going off of my personal preference, I'd say I really love the Killers. I love the Killers a bunch. There's a lot more songs than you think
So
you
that's
know
your
by
gonna be
now.
number 1 though.
Oh, number 1.
Oh yeah,
Hang
say
on.
yeah. This is
Number-
a draft type.
Yeah, who's your first round pick?
Yo, number 1, just because they blew me away. I'm gonna say Fall Out Boy.
It's not bad.
I
It's a good
just went to see them. They blew me away. They just did the "We Didn't Start the Fire" re-rendition, and it just was great. I say so. Fall Out Boy.
Oh no, that's your 1.
We gotta go around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna go next?
No, you can go next, but I'll go last.
One, I gotta say Blink-182.
Yeah, I figured. You'd take that.
Anybody who knows me saw that coming. They're my favorite band of all time. Tom just came back.
Tom just
came back not too long ago.
Is that a sticker of me? Oh, I know it's a sticker.
But-
I know you can make stickers.
I mean, I love their music. Travis Barker's my favorite drummer. He inspired me to pick up drumsticks. That man has just inspired me, and they make ageless music. So it's got to be Blink.
Okay, I'll give you 1 guess on that band because I know you've been thinking about it. Because it's mine.
Your number 1.
And I gave you the genre. I can't really give. I guess the genre is funk. And I told you early. Well, not early. Well, I guess early '80s too, probably.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, that was another.
That was-
yeah,
yes.
that's Red Hot Chili
Okay.
Peppers. That's a band. I know. I started listening when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and it's just I don't know. I listened to the Blood Sugar Sex Magic first, and that was like I don't know. Ever since then, I just listen to every single song by him, and it's just I quit listening to it for a while because they kind of turned on some music that I didn't really like, but then I started listening to it again, and I liked it. But so I finally went back to my roots and did all that. So they're my number 1, their
Okay.
favorite of all time.
Fair enough.
Number 2.
Two.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna throw. I have to say Foo Fighters. I say Andy really imparted the Foo Fighters love onto me,
Daddy Dave.
and it just makes sense. They're just so good.
Has Cody ever showed you my Foo Fighters impression?
No.
I'll show you sometime.
Oh. It was just me and this was like 2 winters ago. It was just I came home from
Yeah,
work. Just me and my table was over there, and just me and him sat at that table with a case.
Oh
of
wait, no, I think I have seen this.
He brought a
video.
case of White Claws. We just sat there and got.
You're doing the
sauced.
pretender.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Number 2. I gotta say Van Halen.
I didn't expect that from you.
Well, that was like my dad's a Van Hagar fan. I'm personally a Roth guy. I mean, all their stuff's awesome. But my first intro to like any kind of rock music was riding around with my dad, and he was playing a Van Halen CD or listening to K-Shi. But
I'm a personally Van Halen. I don't like Van Hagar's okay.
I love Sammy
Yes.
Hagar, but David Lee Roth is just
Yeah, David Lee Roth's the guy to me.
Yeah. So-
Anytime David Lee Roth comes on, I won't turn it.
2, I'll say Van Halen.
My 2, I've been going back and forth between 2 and 3, but I gotta take it because I'm afraid you might take it now that you said Van Halen. I gotta say Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses is one of my favorite. Like,
Solid.
they're not really an '80s band. I'd say '90s. Like
Late 80s, early 90s, yeah.
that type of music. That's my favorite band of all
Yeah.
time with them. With that kind. So I'd have to say this. It's just I don't know, something about Axl Rose that I love.
Solid.
I can't get it. He's kind of shit now, but
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Or they're 60
well, no,
or
he
70.
can't. Well, he can't sing. He's fat now and he can't do anything.
And say he made a legacy. That's all he needed to do.
Yeah, that's all he did. What he needed to do before.
Yeah.
But I'd have to say that's my number 2. I gotta think on 3 now.
My 3 might get a mixed reaction out of people, but I'd say Social Distortion. I love Social
I
Distortion.
think
I-
Yeah. anytime I hear "Story of My Life," I do not skip it.
Social D. Okay.
Or
Okay, that's the song I know because I've heard of him before. I was trying to think
Yeah.
of
the
who they were.
story of my life. It's so great to just whip out fucking. Or there's a song called "I Was Wrong." I just fucking love. I think it was on like Guitar Hero 3 or some shit. And, like a lot of this has to do with Guitar Hero.
Oh no, Guitar Hero was
You
the
know?
shit. I love Guitar
so
Hero.
good.
Fucking ramp that shit up on expert.
I sucked at Guitar Hero. I couldn't play anything
Love
past
Guitar
medium.
Hero.
Until you play the drums.
You ever played DJ Hero?
No,
That
I
was
saw
so
that.
much fun. Had like the boards
It's
and everything.
hard.
Rock Band
but
was
it's
kind of the last thing
awesome.
for me.
Fair.
I like the singing thing. 'cause
Rock
it
Band
was just
2, right?
Like your pit. No, I did the first one. That was it.
Oh, really?
Because I tried the drums and I couldn't do the drums.
We got Rock Band 2 for Christmas, and it even came with like the cymbal.
Oh, the
attachments
cymbal
you could
one?
Put on.
Yep.
Oh, and it was awesome.
Yeah, my buddy had Rock Band 2, and that's when I would play the drums for them and stuff, and we didn't have drumsticks, so we like put some duct tape on the end of some fucking spoons.
I always got in trouble when I had Rock Band because I tried the drums and all you hear was like
Right.
that and it'd get annoying. And I hated the guitar. I like the Guitar Hero guitar a lot better than the Rock Band guitar.
Yeah.
You ever try the new Guitar Hero controller? It was like they had 6 button. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you could also like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6. It was cool.
And
like,
it's cool because it's like playing a real guitar.
yeah, and like
I
you
like
could
the
even
other
like
ones.
you could mix them up like
Like
that
for
shit.
chords, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay.
And fucking like that one had like fucking Bring Me the Horizon on it and shit.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not super old. It was like maybe 4 or 5 years
I
ago,
heard about that.
something like that. Pretty decent.
My third
Yeah.
pick, just because they were the first like metal band I was ever, and I'm a big heavy metal guy or metal guy, but the first metal band I was ever like exposed to, I gotta go with Slipknot.
Slipknot.
Okay.
That's another
I
decent
love
one.
Slipknot. Corey Taylor's the man. I also love Stone Sour, but I remember the first time I discovered Slipknot, it was before YouTube was even a thing. It was a live video of them playing the song Spit It Out. I'm just a little 12-year-old like at the computer like,
Just sitting
what is this? I don't know what it is, but I love
These
it.
dudes wearing fucking masks, running around screaming, doing crazy shit.
I couldn't understand a word he was saying, but I was just glued. I was like, this is awesome.
Are you my dad?
I gotta think here. I have one, but I don't know if I want it my 3. I'll put it.
3 for.
I'm gonna do it. My 3 will be Stone Temple Pilots. I just like
That's
Okay,
respectable.
yeah.
and just anytime that their song comes on the radio or I put it on, it just brings me into a good mood and a decent vibe of everything going on. It's just something with the music.
I say, and that just makes me want to do honorable mention. I don't want to put them in, but like honorable mention to Queens of the Stone Age.
I do like
I
them.
love
Yeah.
that shit.
I like a couple of their songs, not the whole thing, but I like a couple of their songs.
Or fuck it, and Queens of the Stone Age for some reason reminds me of CKY. I don't know why.
But, oh my god, what was the fucking song?
What 96?
96
Quite
quite-
Yeah.
Bernadette.
I still play that song every time, or not every time, but every now and again. It's in my
Like-
Spotify playlist.
Like
That
if
was
you
one of the
cry
first
over
Tony-
Tim.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater game, wasn't it? That was-
I wasn't on the first one. It was on. I think it was on. Was it on 1?
I think it was in the first one.
It was either on 1 or 3.
Fucking.
I think it might have been 1. I
It's
know the
probably
map.
one, yeah.
Is
Is
the
that
map
warehouse?
where it goes downhill?
That's 1.
Is it 1? Then it's
That's
1.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you break through that glass first thing, and then you go down into the half pipe.
Yep. Definitely one. What 4?
Yeah, we got 2 more here.
4 here. I'm gonna have to just because of
Because I'll do musical trivia with you guys on that.
and say because I feel like just because of the impact they had on like whenever they rose to the top, I'm gonna put Paramore.
Yeah.
Like they just fucking skyrocket. You know, everyone who's like
Yeah, I
starting a
don't blame you.
band who happens to have a woman as a lead singer, they're like, you sound like Paramore.
No.
Like they just do that.
They
but,
kinda set-
But why? Because Paramore.
Because they fucking did it.
Because Paramore.
They set a
They
standard.
fucking
almost,
did.
Mhm.
basically.
That's a good one. That's another good one.
But all honorable mention Evanescence right there.
So yeah, if you put Paramore, you gotta put them in there too.
Yep.
I've even heard that song on the radio. Whatever that song is by.
Wake me.
Yeah, I've been hearing that on the radio quite a bit now.
Nice.
4, and I got a flag of them in my room. I gotta go Beartooth.
Okay.
I absolutely
Greatest of
love
all
Beartooth.
time, huh?
Beartooth is the greatest live band of all time.
Okay.
I will die on this hill. They are the best live band to ever walk this earth. Caleb Shomo is a modern day Freddie Mercury. He's the man.
Fair enough.
They have every song they have put out has just been banger, 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 banger.
I'm trying to think because I listen to so much music that I forget a lot of the times of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to put my next one, and I mean, I'm not gonna say the band, but I'll just say Ozzy. I'm not gonna say Black Sabbath. I'll just put Ozzy Osbourne.
Anything Ozzy's done.
Yeah.
And not so much the Black Sabbath stuff was good, but I'll just say Ozzy because I like more
You like
Ozzy.
the solo
I like the
stuff
solo stuff better.
Yeah.
Like the Blizzard of Oz record, stuff like that. Yeah.
Because he's I don't know, that's someone that comes on that even if you don't really like music or you don't like rock music, you know who Ozzy is. Everybody knows who Ozzy is.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as you hear his voice, say, "Oh, it's Ozzy Osbourne." My grandma, who doesn't really like Ozzy Osbourne, comes on, "That's Ozzy Osbourne." She knows who Ozzy Osbourne is.
Fair enough.
Got one of the most recognizable voices out there.
I've had this argument with Tanner before, and he's asked, here's another one we'll pause with, who has the most recognizable voice? If a song were just to play on that TV right now, no picture, and it just came on, who would be the first most recognizable person?
Might be Ozzy.
Eddie Vedder.
Eddie, yeah.
We've came up between Ozzy and Axl Rose.
Okay.
2 very recognizable. Yeah.
As soon as they come on, you know who they are. Maybe not know it's like Black Sabbath or Ozzy, or if it's
Wait.
Guns N' Roses or just Axl Rose singing, but it's one of those two.
I've got
Freddie Mercury.
We brought up Freddie Mercury too.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's different.
Yeah.
It's just different. He has a very
Just unique voice.
Yes, very theatrical, pronounced. You know it's him.
I'm not.
But that's what makes a great fucking
Yeah, it just
song,
as soon as
too.
if you can just recognize who it is just by the one tone, boom, you've already succeeded in my mind.
James Hetfield from Metallica. Very
Yeah.
recognizable.
I might miss it, but I didn't listen to a lot of Metallica growing up.
I didn't either.
As soon as you hear one thing from it, you'll know it's a Metallica song
Right.
immediately.
That's more guitar riffs for me. I'm like, if I hear a certain guitar riff, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Metallica.
That's Metallica.
Yeah.
Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Gosh, okay, you're making 5 hard. Alright.
Yeah, I'm surprised when you guys haven't said Linkin Park yet.
Damn. I listen to a lot of Linkin Park. I
just know the big songs.
I'm gonna put him
I
as
feel-
an honorable mention. First CD I ever bought with my own money was Hybrid Theory.
Mine was a plain white tees CD.
I don't remember the first CD I bought.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is it like in New York
I
City?
saw that meme yesterday.
Fucking, I almost have a 3-way tie for 5, and I'm kind of mad about it.
I have to look at my Spotify now.
But
I got my 5.
I have one.
you know what? Just because I followed them past a lot of their early work and stuff, but a lot of their early work was pretty I would say era defining for what was coming out at the time. I'm gonna say Maroon 5.
Okay, I can agree with that. When I was junior high, I loved Maroon 5.
Everywhere you went, it's like
It's always you heard it.
But songs about Jane, it's
Adam
just a great
Levine.
fun.
Adam
Yeah.
Levine.
He's such a fucking douchebag, but
Yeah.
but he's a good singer.
Yeah, just songs about Jane was such a great record to start on for that's whenever they did the name change. I think they used to be called Blue Monkey or something like that.
I think I've heard that.
No, that's something else. It was
They were called something else.
Flowers for Kara. Or is what their name was. I think Blue Monkey is what Story of the Year used to be.
Odin would know that if he was here when he's a big story of the year. I think Odin's a big story.
I say, yeah. I always get that story mixed up. But yeah, I think it was either Roses or Flowers for Kara was Maroon 5's first name.
I was down with them until I saw him come out at the Super Bowl with no shirt on, trying to be like a big buff guy.
If I look
And
like
I can't blame him, but if I look like that, I'd do
if,
it.
I, if I look like that, you couldn't pay me to keep my shirt on.
Oh yeah, no. If I look like that, I'd have my shirt off everywhere I go.
He also gets a lot of shit for like messaging women.
Yeah,
And there was like a whole fucking trend. And like some people would put themselves in like it's just like it's something about like that body or something, and they're like, I don't stop.
That's a good one though. I respect that one as the end. I remember that's all I used to hear in junior high. They'd have like 3 or 4 songs playing on the radio at one time every single time.
I could go my whole life without hearing Payphone ever again though.
Yeah.
I heard it last week. I sang every single
That
word
was
to
very
it.
overrated.
God, please.
To round out my list, and I only discovered him a couple years ago. My brother Ted turned me on to him, but just because I love his entire discography, his entire discography, and I just love his music, I'm gonna say Tyler Childers.
Greatest of all time though?
In my top 5.
Alright.
I love Tyler Childers.
Alright.
Wasn't he on
Oh,
drugs?
no, so okay.
I don't know too much
No.
Tyler Childers either.
I lied.
I don't either.
Tyler Childers, I'm gonna put him at 6. No, put him at 7.
But there's only
Oh my God,
5.
6 now.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Now
Okay,
8,
okay,
now
okay.
9, now 10. No,
Okay.
put him at 20.
Take Tyler Childers out, as much as that pains me. Johnny Cash.
And
5.
say,
Okay, yeah,
6th
yeah.
place is just 5th loser.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah,
That's a good one,
Johnny
Johnny
Cash
Cash.
is my 5. The Man in Black.
I was going to put him, but I'm going to go just based on how my... I'm trying to think how to word this so it doesn't come out wrong.
Another recognizable voice, Johnny Cash or Elvis.
Yeah, or them two, yeah.
Whoa.
The way my
Burning
mindset is now,
flame.
I don't want to say I don't care, but I'm very... What's the word? I'm trying to think how to word it.
You haven't had a rapper on yours yet, which is kind of surprising.
It's not another rapper either. I'm very now. My thought process of things is I'm very open. I'm very. I don't want to say I don't stick to the government because this is kind of what I'm getting at with these two. But you do your own thing, and once I say the names, you get Bob Dylan or Tom Petty.
Okay.
But just like stuff like that,
Yeah.
like that's the kind of stuff that I'm into now,
Yeah.
and that's how my thought process out, and like I can relate to a lot of the stuff they say in songs, and how they talk about things.
I might be a little wrong on this, but is Tom Petty Won't Back Down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Heartbreakers,
Fair enough
yeah.
then. Yeah.
But pretty much, like theirs is about like, I don't want to say not trusting the system and all that kind of stuff, but it's stuff like that that I'm really into, that I like what they sing about, that I agree with a lot.
I
of
feel
stuff
like
they
it'd be
say.
a super different list if it was just like songs.
Yeah, songs would
You
be a
know,
completely
songs would
different
be
one.
Crazy.
That'd be hard.
Because I've told Brandon and a couple other people, I'm really picky on songs, but if there's a song that has a lot of, I don't call it bass, but just a lot of just something coming at you, and I'm in a closed space listening to it, I can get into those kind of songs.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a song that's just maybe kind of, it says it's a nice melody, or whatever, and I'm listening to it just on a stereo, like in there, I really won't get into it.
You talking about Landslide?
That would, I don't know.
Well, I've been afraid. Are you sure? Like, some of those are great.
I thought it was a good list. We have a lot of variety on there. I'm surprised, Cody, you didn't say Angels and Airwaves. I was waiting for you to be on there.
I'll put them in the same thing as Blink, cause like
Oh, then he's gonna put fucking Boxcar.
Yeah, and then we have a plus 44 in there.
plus
And
44.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so you got 5 bands and there are 4 bands in one thing, so you can't do that.
And
it all counts.
honorable mention to the alien who probed Tongalong. Friggin'.
He found them too.
Dude, aliens are real.
They're
now they are
very real.
The government's come out and said they're real.
Not the government. Not the government. Honorable mention to Bush. Their latest record is really good. Andy's been listening to it all. Fucking.
I'm not a big Bush guy. The only thing I
You
can
should
think of,
check out the 2022 record.
the only thing I can think of
really good.
when it's Bush is I hope I got the right song too. The Listen, Isn't that
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only thing I can
That's
think
it.
of is just Listerine.
That's a big
Same
one.
stuff.
Oh my god, I've done this once before. It's
I do want to do a trivia with you and we'll end on this.
So
So we'll do a
bad.
couple of these and be done. Because
Okay.
these take longer than what I thought. I remember when Tanner and I did this, I only planned on this being like a 5-minute
I'm
thing.
prepared to spit.
And it ended up being like a 20-minute
You didn't eat
thing.
that?
I'm not, I
He started
I
talking.
took a bite.
I slaved
not
over
a-
that for hours.
I'm
this
not a
morning.
big egg
I'm
guy.
kidding.
I say I'm not a big egg guy. I ate the meat,
He started talking.
and now I'm
Get
ready
water
to
real quick.
spit out disgusting ass.
Realistically,
jelly
it took
beans.
me like 20 minutes to cook all that, so.
Fair enough. Like I haven't spit in it yet. If you want it.
Listerine. Stuck in my head all day now. Listerine. Alright, so I do want to ask, so this will be the first one to answer. And then I don't know, Matt, you may not know this. The way I do things, if you say an answer at the same time, whoever says it again wins. It's like, for example, what's 2 plus 2? If you
okay.
both say 4, the next person will say 4 wins.
I see.
Alright, so, and then I'll let you, whoever loses, I'll let you either spin the wheel or you can pick whatever flavor you want.
I guess.
But if you get a pick, you can't pick blue.
Why can't you pick
Because
blue?
it's blue's toothpaste.
Because it's too
bad.
easy.
But if you spin and land on blue, then you can get it.
Okay.
That's your only chance to
Toothpaste
get
don't
blue.
taste bad, though.
Oh, you.
That's what I'm saying,
What?
that's what
Do
you
you
can't
already
do.
know that you've taken all the berry blast ones out of there or something?
Oh no, they should be starting to be. Well, it could be kind of evened out because when I did this, I pretty much got all the fucking bad ones.
I feel.
me find a
oh my
good
god,
one here.
yeah, the fucking old bandage. It's so accurate. I don't
The
get
worst
it.
one is the dirty dishwasher or dirty dish rag.
I would say the old bandage fucking sucks. Barf is not
I bet that's
good.
horrible. Liver and onions?
I don't think I've ever gotten one.
That
of
was
those.
bad, too.
Dead
Yeah.
fish. Stink bug.
Ugh.
Stink bug sucks.
Stinky socks.
Stinky, yeah, stinky socks one's pretty bad.
Booger.
Alright. Oh boy.
Booger's not. It's
Toasted,
bad.
toasted
It's not-
marshmallow though.
Yeah, that one, you can get there,
Very
that's
good.
All right,
Just gotta fucking pray.
in the Big Lebowski.
I've never seen that movie, so I'm out.
Okay, then I'm over.
All right, spin then. Nah.
Who founded Motown Records? I just said this earlier in the podcast.
Oh.
We talked about
motherfucking
But-
Red Foo's dad.
No, I need the name.
I don't remember his name.
Bob Bo.
I'll give you the first name whoever says last name first gets it.
Okay.
Barry.
Manilow.
No, good guess. It is a Barry. It is a Barry.
I'll just take the L because he at least got it.
Barry
somewhat.
Mark.
Barry Gordy.
Barry Gordy.
I'll
Damn
ask a
it.
different one because you guys get
Damn
this
it.
one. What rock star moonlights as a horror movie writer and director?
Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Halloween. All right, Cody. Now you do have to spin.
Well, that's not Rob Zombie.
I'll let you
That's-
pick between the two. Or
I
you can
say
spin
that's
again.
Rotten Egg one.
Or you can spin again. I'll let you spin again or pick.
I'll just do it.
Oh my god. So what is it? Rotten egg or what?
Or buttered popcorn?
Buttered popcorn tastes like shit too. I'll let you know that.
I'd say it's not as bad as a fucking egg.
It's not, yeah, not as bad as the egg. I'm taking it's probably the buttered popcorn.
I'd say I'll straight up say.
Oh my gosh.
Is it the buttered popcorn?
It's rotten egg.
Oh
You did better than
Oh,
I
no!
did.
And now, yeah, spit it out, bro. I was gonna say, don't finish that shit. Don't
Yeah.
put yourself through that,
All right, here we'll do this.
That was
because it's gonna stay in your mouth. Yeah.
All right, now Matt, you can ask a question.
I can ask a question.
You can ask any. I have music pulled up here on here.
Okay.
If you want music, or you can just come up with any trivia question yourself.
Neat.
Because then we'll just go, and Cody, you gotta go again against me now. But then we'll just get loser keeps going,
That was horrible.
and we'll go till someone backs out, like out one of us, and that's fine if somebody needs to back out, because it may be me.
If I get that one again, I'm backing out. I don't think I could do that again.
Okay. How about this? Who is the only country ad?
I'll get you on the end.
Yeah. Who is the only country artist to have a top 20 hit on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart for 6 straight decades?
Garth Brooks. No, wow.
I get a guess. Because you guessed.
Yeah. For 6 decades?
6 decades.
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to guess it because I get a free one. Johnny Cash.
No, it is not. Dude, go.
Now it was just. Well,
Just
we get.
keep going?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Now it's just whoever
Willie
says it
Nelson?
first.
Mm-mm. I will say it is a
Oh
woman.
no, because I have to get the guess, and then we'll go back.
Okay.
I know it. Please get it wrong because I don't want to lose again.
It's a country.
Yep.
Shania Twain.
Mm-mm.
Dolly
Damn
Parton.
it.
It is Dolly.
God damn it.
It is Dolly Parton.
Shania Twain's not even that old.
God
damn it.
I've been listening to Forever
And there's only
Always,
one in here.
The pop edit. What is it?
Livers and onions.
Livers and onions.
Or
cappuccino.
cappuccino.
And there's only one left.
Oh no.
And I know Andrew, last one he got was the cappuccino.
It is a toss up.
With cappuccino.
Alright.
Scared me for a second.
Good enough.
That's
Alright.
BS.
Now it's me and Matt.
Alright.
So Cody, you can ask any one of these music questions, or you can have a question on your own that doesn't have to be music.
Okay.
I ask you music because that's what you guys are. That's like
Let's say, since you
That's
ate,
a dark-
go first. Dark cappuccino.
Oh no, it's just first to say it. But if you guess and you're wrong, the other person gets a chance.
I
to
see,
get it.
I see, okay.
Oh, okay, here we go.
That's a very dark cappuccino. Like I'm chewing on a coffee bean almost.
Van Halen famously banned what color of M&Ms from their rider?
Probably blue.
Brown?
Brown.
Yeah. Me and Andy talked about this.
Brown.
It's
Why?
a
No, I
method
mean-
for
They banned him from him?
so
So-
like their rider is what is in their contract for when they show up to a show, and to make sure that people actually read the contract, they're like, we want a bowl of M&Ms, no brown ones. And if there's no brown ones, they know that they actually read their fucking contract.
And like it's things.
So
for-
they asked for that, or like the
Yep.
Van Halen asked that. Like it's thing like a rider. Like what most people think of is okay. Like you get certain kinds of food or certain kinds of water. Like the rock stars who are like hoity-toity, like they don't want certain color or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But their whole thing was like how much like amplification they needed for their equipment, like gear and stuff like that. So to make sure that they actually, okay, these guys actually read our rider and are gonna
to make sure that the company knows what
Like
they
the
want.
show's
Yes.
gonna go good, and they saw our little loophole here to make
Yeah,
sure.
so they actually read
And-
they need for like their amps and everything like that, and it says,
And
oh, no brown
gear.
M&Ms.
gear and like
Okay,
yeah.
that's pretty smart, pretty
That's
good
it.
idea.
Thanks, Andy. We talked about that years ago.
So I'm pissed off I lost, but I'm glad I learned something. No, I'm still up again. I fucking lost.
Those are out. The bar.
Oh, yes.
Bar for what?
Bar
Barty Tootie?
or peach.
Or peach.
Bar for
Ooh,
peach. Get some.
Is this
Peach.
the right one?
Bar for
Oh,
peach.
yeah.
Do you like peach?
Get some.
Peach.
Peach.
Yeah.
I'd say at least
Yeah.
you're getting lucky here.
I know I am getting lucky. I got a fucking win.
It's us now, right?
Yeah, we. I like it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I will keep going, but okay. I'm not.
God.
Nobody's that. Well, you got a bad one, didn't you?
That was horrible. Yeah,
I
that was
just,
really bad.
I just gotta keep getting questions right. I don't gotta do this.
I don't know if you guys would get that one. I don't think you get that one either.
So scared.
I'm really scared.
I'm trying to find one that's some of them are super hard and some are too easy.
Right.
If you don't want music one, yeah, just throw whatever. What other trivia might you know? Oh, please do Bears trivia, because I'll beat them. Bad.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'll do Pokemon trivia then.
Yeah.
I-
Hit me up.
Did he ever tell you the story about Pokemon on our Brandon's bachelor party?
I don't think so.
Alright, so we're all at this bar and it's like breakfast brunch, we're gonna have like mimosas and everything. And it's like
Pokemoses.
and it's like 7 or 8 of us, we're all sitting there, we're drinking mimosas and we're getting pretty drunk. I think you ordered a couple of beers too, a couple people did.
Yeah.
And this guy was our waiter and he was like 20, so he was really cool. Come and talk to us because he knew he asked what we were there for. He's like, oh, we're a bachelor party. He was being really cool with us. And then Cody saw his Pokemon tattoo. And he said something, oh, you like Pokemon? And because he saw his tattoo, and the guy started talking about Pokemon with Cody. And Cody and this guy had at least a 10-minute conversation. The guy went and got more drinks, brought us our food and everything. Started talking to him more about Pokemon afterwards, and then he finally turns to go and says, "Oh yeah, so what's your favorite Pokemon?" He goes, "Well, I don't watch Pokemon. I don't know."
He was doing most
Yeah,
of
he
the
was
talking,
into
yeah.
it too. And
I was
but
just listening
he
to
was
him,
telling
like,
everything
was-
about Pokemon.
I was like,
Cody.
No, whose bachelor party was it?
Oh,
Stacks.
Brandon's.
Oh.
Staples, yeah.
Brandon,
we were down
my
in St.
favorite Pokemon is Raichu. I love Raichu.
So like this guy was talking to me for like he said 10 minutes. He was telling me, oh dude, like I've caught this and this on Pokemon.
Yeah, he's
Go.
telling me everything he's done.
And the whole time I'm just sitting there. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah, I don't watch Pokemon. I don't know.
Tyler was taking a drink when I said that. He like spit his drink all over the table. Why'd you ask him this?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What's his tattoo?
Oh, I don't even remember what it was. I think it might have been a Pokeball, maybe.
Okay.
Or something. He just brought it up and he started telling me all about Pokemon
I don't
and
have
everything.
any Pokemon tattoos yet. I have a Sonic the Hedgehog on the back of my leg.
Okay, here you go. You might not get this one, but I didn't know this one. Which guitar icon's mom was a designer for the likes of John Lennon, Ringo Starr, David Bowie, Linda Ronstadt, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, and the Pointer Sisters?
Repeat that?
What guitar?
What guitar icon's mom was a designer for the likes of John Lennon, Ringo Starr, David Bowie, sorry if I mispronounced this, Linda Ronstadt, and the Pointer Sisters?
For some reason, I'm going to say Zach Wilde.
No, that's a good guess though.
Okay.
That's why I kind of asked it, because it says guitar icon.
Right.
I would think you'd be able to get it.
Oh, it's someone
Your
who had,
choice now.
someone who had a mom.
Yeah, somebody had a mom.
Well,
Somebody got a mom.
Somebody who's probably British then, because those are all British artists you named, or British people that you named.
Well, they came over to the U.S. and
Oh,
this is just their mom's a designer for
I
it.
have no Slash.
Was
it
it
really?
Slash? It is Slash.
Shit.
That's why I asked, because I read it. Oh, that's pretty
no.
cool. I didn't know Slash's mom did that.
Fuck. I was going to say like Brian May next or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck me, not the old bandage. Strawberry, banana, or dead fish. Those look a lot like the barf ones though.
I know, some of them, just whatever one looks similar to that.
So
It's either the light
this
orange
one's
one or
like
the
kind
dark
of
one.
translucent. So I
Yeah.
want to say it's a solid one.
Yeah.
I so hate this game just for this part.
We'll just do one more
It's
round,
gonna-
everybody, and then
It's
we'll
gonna
be
get
done.
stuck in my fucking teeth and shit.
Oh no, you know right away, and you boom, spit it out.
Okay, what is it? Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish? Fuck me. Oh my fucking god.
I don't want to laugh because it's gonna happen to me.
Fucking give me the salt.
Give me the
I
salt.
don't care.
See, these are
That
good.
was like instant. Oh my god, it's still there.
So rotten egg took a second.
See, I like doing these because these are ones Brandon can make clips of. See, at least you get to read it now. So we'll just do read one, and we'll be done.
I think the salt made it
Made it
worse.
worse.
It's like floating around
Now it's an
and
ocean
shit. Don't use salt.
Because I was hoping that was gonna work.
Oh, that one's too easy. That's wait, what? I'm not gonna read this button.
I know
Weird.
Weird. Start reading, you find some cool shit out.
Oh, okay. This one's kind of cool.
If it's a SpongeBob one, I read it.
Okay, no.
Okay.
God, oh, so bad. What is Post Malone's favorite restaurant?
It's probably something dumb. McDonald's.
Mm-mm.
Damn it.
Raising Cane's.
Mm-mm.
Because he just opened. No.
Is it somewhere we should have been?
Oh, I know it. God, go ahead. I know it. Please give
No,
me
you can guess because we both guessed.
Olive Garden.
It is Olive
Yes.
Garden.
God
Yeah.
damn it! I don't think I've ever gotten that. I've never been to Olive
We're,
Garden. so I don't
we're
know.
your family, man.
I only know that because he did that thing with Jimmy Fallon where they went to.
Motherfucker.
What is it?
Buttered popcorn rock.
Oh yes, please go through what I went
Can't
through.
believe, oh my god, the dead fish ass in the fucking. Oh no. You alright? Oh my god.
Bad, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
bad. Doesn't help that there's eggs here.
I'm seeing stars now.
Don't do the
Drink
salt.
water. Drink water.
Actually, I don't know the salt.
I salt my help.
He just bites it.
It like spreads it. It's so weird.
Okay. Can you unlock that for me?
Yeah.
I'm getting like not oxygen in my brain or something. I'm seeing like little stars everywhere.
Oh god. From a fucking From a bean?
Yeah, from a bean.
A baked bean.
I told Lan that's my favorite one you guys do. I have it saved.
Oh,
What? A baked bean.
A baked bean. Yeah, Dylan likes that one.
Okay, here's a good one.
Salt helped a little bit, but I don't think I had it in my teeth.
Here's a good one.
I sadly have one TikTok that I meant to put on the band's page, but it went on mine, and it got like almost like 2,000 views. And do you remember the trend where everyone was like showing the kids the fucking? There was like this weird puppet that had like a green hat and a white kind of gown.
Oh,
and it was just spinning around in a forest, and they'd gaslight little kids and be like, "Do you remember this? That's you when you were a baby."
Oh, I've never seen it. I'm thinking of the, when I was a teacher, my students, that was a big thing then.
It was like,
So it wasn't, I want to say it's like something berry, but it's not. They're going around saying something about berries.
Berries and cream.
Yeah, berries that's
and
what
cream.
I'm thinking.
Oh, little boy. That's such an old fucking commercial too. When kids started quoting that, I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, do you mean
Why do you know this?
Oh, you got it?
What Taylor Swift named her debut single after what artist? Like this was the name of the song.
very first
her
one?
very first song.
Her very first song?
Yeah. When you think
Tim McGraw. Yeah. Shucks, I'm a Taylor Swift fan.
Hey, she wrote
Oh,
something.
cappuccino.
And that's out. You don't want that one. You don't want
Toothpaste,
that one,
toothpaste. Fuck!
What is it now?
Oh god.
Tutti Frutti or Stinky Sock?
Yeah, that's not terrible. The worst one, I swear to God, is Old Bandage. It's weirdly accurate.
Yes.
Oh.
I can smell it.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, swish some shit. I say you got a little. I think that's a rotten egg from earlier. Oh god.
Wanna do one more?
Stinky socks.
Wanna do one more?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. One more. We got 4 minutes for 2 hours here.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Okay.
He said. Oh my god.
Nervous.
We should make kids do this. It'd be hilarious. Just like watch them suffer. That's not true.
That's an easier one.
You know, it kind of sucks if you hate both flavors of one.
Then you're just screwed.
Yeah.
Right?
That was her first song?
I'm gonna ask
Her first
this
one
one,
that she like.
Oh,
debuted.
name someone else.
but
Okay.
it doesn't have to be the exact wording. If you say it, I'll know. You can get the right phrasing. What do Drake, Taylor Swift, and the Beatles all have in common? And I'll give you a hint. It's something to do with their songs.
Okay, what is
Multiple songs of theirs.
Drake, Taylor, and the Beatles?
And the Beatles. They all have something in common that deals with their own songs. So like Drake, so what I'm trying to get at is, in Drake's case, his song and another one of his songs. Taylor Swift, a song of hers and another song of hers. The Beatles, a song of theirs and another song of theirs. They all have something in common that deals with that.
2 songs each?
Well, I can't put it too much because you'll
Right.
get it.
I have no clue.
They all have this certain thing in common that I can't say that because then it gives it away.
Mm-hmm.
So Drake, Taylor Swift, and the Beatles all did something.
Musically.
I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with the Hot 100.
Okay.
All had back-to-back number ones.
You're on the right track with that, but it's not like that. You're on the right track with the number one thing. I'll give you that. And then think of what I said with a song with another song.
They both had.
Back-to-back top charters?
They both.
Kind of getting
Or
closer.
chart
They-
toppers, I
They
mean?
had the number 1 and number 2 slots.
No, you guys are getting closer though. So think of like number one Billboard and the Hot 100 like you're thinking, and then think of like if this is Drake, one of his songs, and another one of his songs. Taylor Swift did this with one of her songs and happened to
They
be another
both.
song.
They both had songs that charted on different genres.
No. Okay, I'm gonna go to another one. But the answer was they all had They all replaced themselves at number one with.
Oh.
So that's what I was trying to get.
That is
Their song
cool.
replaced their number one song.
That was probably.
And I didn't want to give too much
I was
away.
gonna say that was probably Hotline Bling, and then probably what the fuck's that song called? Kiki.
Oh, yeah,
You
that
love
one.
me.
Drake sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot you don't like Drake.
I don't like Drake.
It's hit or miss for me.
He creeps on. With
I don't like the Beatles. I'll say that. Like, not that I don't like them. It's just
I know,
not my,
yeah.
you know. Fuck John Lennon. Kill John Lennon.
Kill John Lennon. Kill John Lennon. What was Elvis's first number one hit in the United States?
Fucking.
Heartbreak Hotel.
You got it right.
Damn. I was gonna say Blue Suede Shoes, but probably not even him.
He's not the original. The original is.
Say a lot of Elvis's songs aren't his.
Yeah, a lot of them are covers.
Did I even flick it?
No.
Okay. Toasted marshmallow or stink bug? Okay, it's like a white with brown. I don't think there's any left.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Unless
I need to get
it's-
these fucking things
unless
out of
it's
my house.
this one. No, that's got some color
That
in
might
it.
be
If it's got yellow in it, that's the.
I think that's it
popcorn one.
actually.
Is it? I don't know.
Number one, what, Leanne? Sorry, I didn't see it until now. I keep looking over here because the chat's over here, but the camera's over here.
I don't know about this man. I don't know about this.
I do like that sticker though. Is that me?
Is that me?
I don't even know if she's still watching. She's probably in. I know she was gonna paint. Oh God, what is it? Sorry.
I'm assuming
Stink bug?
it's the toasted marshmallow stink bug one, but it's kind of close. It's a little. Yeah, I think you might be right actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
At first I was like,
smell it.
Yeah, I know some of these you can smell.
yeah,
Get in your whole house.
yeah.
Get your
Fucking.
whole
At
house
first
there.
I was like, and I'm like, no, it's just
I know
recognizable.
there's some that you can take. You don't have to take a bite of it. You can probably just put it in your mouth and you taste it. But then some makes you have to fucking chew it.
Some make you have to fucking vomit.
The rotted egg one that I got, it took a couple bites to realize what it was.
You go, Matt. This is just general trivia analysis. Some are kind of hard though. I remember when they first came out. I think my grandma bought them for us. Maybe it's something Easter, being dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And my stepbrother Robert took one, and he got the dog food or the chocolate pudding one. I remember we were sitting on the back porch. He went home, took, and then about puked everywhere. He had to go out in the yard and start. And that was the last time I ever seen him have one.
Is this our last one?
Yeah, we'll just do this. You ask one, and then he asks one, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
Because then I ask
Then
questions
I gotta
first.
pick a.
Yeah.
I gotta pick a good one then. One that I would know
Because then I got some
myself.
money in the fucking bank to watch. Gotta watch what everybody's saying. L-A-9.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think this is.
Dummy. Yeah.
Is that meme you always say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a,
Sorry.
I'd say, as a singer, this is an interesting question to ask. Because I didn't know this. Which mammal has no vocal cords?
I've asked my kids this. When I think my students this before. And I go, fuck. No mammal has vocal cords.
Yeah, which mammal has no vocal cords? Can't sing, does not make a noise. Or they might make noises. I don't know. I've never been around one long enough.
I would think they'd have to make noises to communicate somehow, but not like a vocal.
Right.
A beaver.
It could kill you.
Snake.
Snake's not a mammal.
Oh,
That's a reptile, yep.
Get back to science class, Cody.
Mammal. No vocal cords.
I don't even know.
Like some-
Strangely enough, it has no vocal cords.
It's probably something fucking stupid.
It is pretty stupid. It's kind of interesting too,
A
though.
horse.
No, close though.
Donkey.
Closer.
Mule.
No,
Okay, you get a
Cow.
no. Cows go move.
Pig.
Oh.
Pigs go wink.
Oh yeah, they do make a noise. Fuck. Is it a farm animal?
No,
Ox.
no.
Is it around here? Armadillos.
I'd say
Well, that's armadillo might be reptile.
Buffalo.
No, they got hair.
no, it's not armadillo. It's not buffalo. Are they around here? Yes, but they shouldn't be. Like, I mean, like,
Cougar.
not. Like, you could. Of course, you could see
Did
them
you
in
just say a fucking cougar?
a.
They go, wow!
I don't know. I'm just
I
said a pig.
You could, you could find it at a zoo. Not a petting zoo, but
a zoo. A mammal you could find at the zoo.
an anteater.
No.
That's a good guess. That is a good guess. I didn't think
I
of
would
that.
love to hear an anteater's noise.
Yeah, Brandon, if I send you this, I want you to clip an anteater sound in there.
No vocal.
Aardvark.
No.
Damn it.
No vocal cords.
It's at a zoo. Or what color?
I would.
They probably go
Majority yellow.
This is tough.
Tannish yellow.
Tannish yellow mammal.
You'd think that their vocal cords would be huge.
Oh, a giraffe.
Yup.
Yeah. Giraffe. Wow. I forgot. I remember.
A giraffe!
I remember because I remember writing that down, and it was pretty surprising that I would think they'd be able to do something.
Yeah, they have such long necks. You'd think there'd be something in there.
Pomegranate or old.
Because I remember
Oh,
a
no.
student asked me
There it
why.
is.
Is that the only one left? Oh, that's the only one left. Is it a good one? Pomegranate's not bad. It's pretty good.
That's old bandage.
Yeah. Isn't it weirdly accurate?
Yeah, I know that they're very odd. They act,
Oh, yeah.
and it's very odd that we know, what these bad ones taste like.
He had the pink fucking spit and everything.
Because the student asked me afterwards, like, how they communicate, and I looked it up, and I want to say it's something in the vibrations, maybe, with how they communicate. I think it is with that.
Yeah.
Or it's their movement.
Some stamps.
All right, Cody, you got one more to ask here, and then we'll end it on
That was horrible.
that.
Yeah, that's one
This
of
is
the bad ones.
variety.
You chewed it up a lot.
Well, it took a second to.
I cannot end on a loss.
Neither, bro.
Okay.
Why am I looking?
What is the loudest animal on Earth?
Oh! The loudest animal on Earth.
I'm going to throw it out there because I heard guess whale. Is it a blue whale?
No.
Okay.
An orca?
It's a type of whale.
Sperm whale.
Okay, hey, come on, new
Yeah,
question.
new question.
Yeah, I knew it had to be a whale, but I don't know my whales.
I was gonna say like a fucking.
All I know is a
I was
blue
gonna
whale.
say a hippo. I was like,
A hippo.
I was like, that should be terrifying.
I always talk to Brandon because sometimes when we start playing Xbox, I start saying some random shit. And I say, imagine Imagine you're like in the prehistoric times and you're some fucking caveman with a fucking spear walking around. You're just walking and like the grass is like this fucking tall or whatever because you're walking through it. And all of a sudden you hear like it's dusk time and you hear a fucking lion or some saber tooth in the fucking grass. Just like over there and it's watching and you're just like, you're fucking done. There's nothing you can do about it. As soon as you take off running, it's taking off running after you.
Right.
Or you're just walking through I said these like uncontacted tribes. You're just walking through the fucking jungle at night and hear something or see the eyes just fucking open. I said, I'm getting the fuck out of there as fast as I fucking can. Oh, hi, sweet. I know.
I'd purposely invent explosives.
And then, like, this thing, millions of years ago, this thing used to kill you.
Was a killer.
This thing would kill you.
And now look at it now.
Yeah, million years ago, this thing would run up and kill you.
Now look what you've become.
Yeah, now you're just a little
Yo.
fucking house pet.
Yo, baby.
I know, your heart's beating really fast.
Because she's horny.
I know.
What is the highest grossing Broadway show of all time?
Oh, Sound of Music.
Nope.
Oh, Wicked.
Nope.
Probably called Broadway.
Bye Bye Birdie.
Nope.
I know a lot of these, so.
I don't know a lot of Broadways.
This might be too much of a hint, but it is a rendition.
Please don't hurt me.
It is a rendition of a Disney movie.
Oh,
it's
Frozen.
Nope.
Fantasia?
Nope.
Oh, Aristocats.
Nope. Getting close.
Disney. Lion King?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's say Lion King live, yeah.
You wanna go see your
I
daddy?
wouldn't have guessed that.
You wanna go see your daddy? Because I gotta eat one of these nasty jelly beans.
I gotta use the bathroom.
You wanna go see your daddy?
Come here, boy.
No! Savannah! Sweet little baby.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
I got strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish.
Oh, it's bad.
Was it the translucent one or the...
I want to say it was the more solid one.
Okay.
She's interested.
I'm gonna let you smell it. Because there has to be a way that you can figure
Tell if
out
it's
if
good or
yeah,
bad.
good or bad. If you're coming after that, means it's probably the dead fish.
Take a whiff.
Well, she's a cat. She might like fish.
That's what I'm saying. So she likes it. It's the dead fish.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you didn't like it, so I'm assuming, Luna, it's gonna be the banana smoothie. Good job.
All right.
Good job, Luna. I got cat hair with it, but
Right? It's all over the
Luna,
air.
good job. I'm gonna start bringing you around when I do these. Good job. Good job, sweetie. I know. Good job. You saved me. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you watched live, I will upload this to YouTube. I don't know if I'm gonna make this the new setup or whatever. I do like, because like I said, it's a lot easier for me personally to just get it out there. Brandon, I'll still send this to you because I do want you to edit it if you can. But if I'm slacking on getting episodes out or anything like that, like I said, I can just take my phone. I need to fix my phone, and then do it like that or whatever. But I'll let these guys say one last thing. I know they got a show coming up in 2 weeks, and if they want to say or promote anything, I'll let them go ahead and we'll end it here.
Cool. Friggin'. Check out our band Inner Outlines. The Miracle EP is on all streaming platforms now. And if you're around, come check out our shows in Kansas City, St. Peter's, and in Greenfield this month in July. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all that stupid shit.
And I'll have Brandon slap all that stuff in there. Oh, real quick. It's not just these guys in the band either, if you don't think. There's 3 other people. I do have Andy, Doug, and Dylan. I do eventually want to get you all guys all on here. I got to get a better setup and figure out things first. But so don't think it's just these 2 guys in here or anything like that. I forgot to say that when we were recording. But Cody, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's only 68 days until kickoff. Bear down.
I know.
Fin the fuck up! Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be done there. All right, see you guys. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank
Of
you
course.
for having us.